Yo, what is going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown, episode 416. We are back, baby. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
Sup, people? How's it going? 2023. Does that make the time that Throwdown has been on almost 10 years?
No, it's actually longer than that, but we'll get to that in a bit. We got... I was supposed to say your car.
Alexa, turn off Man Cave.
We got Carlos Romero in the house.
Yo. Oh, shit.
Show your fucking face, man.
Yeah. Adam Vale.
How you doing?
Brett Murdoch.
You know, now that I think about it, I haven't seen Carlos and Eurocar in the same place at the same time.
This is true.
Yeah. Show your face, man.
Yeah. All right, and we got two special guests tonight, one of whom you've been hearing already, but the one you haven't heard yet, who you will hear now, the one, the only one, Mr. Riku-san one.
People, I'm back in this bitch.
All right, and we got the man, the myth, the legend. Mr. Torrence Davis is in the house.
Hey, what's up, everybody? If you're having problems seeing Riku-san, just raise your exposure a little bit. or your brain. You bad ass!
Oh man! All right, people. So yeah, we're back. As Manny said, 2023 is here, first show of the year, and of course we had to do it big with Torrence. Torrence actually wanted to be on last year, but we were doing like the year-end specials and shit when we
last year, meaning like last month.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? You know.
Sometimes I get the bug. I'm like, I got things I gotta say.
That's like I feel like it's like Bane. It's like the fire rises. You're like, oh, Torrence has got the fire. He's coming back.
Yeah, man. It's like, oh, I wonder what's going on. Like, it's great because I don't know what's going on in the video game world.
Yeah.
All.
There's still there's some stuff going on that hasn't been resolved yet, which we'll talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, man, how's everybody's holiday went? You know, we were off for 2 weeks and stuff. Motherfuckers in Discord were missing us and shit. But yeah, how'd everybody's holidays went, man? It was.
I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's over.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't like Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like it because all the stupid people come out from under their rocks. They're stressed out. They're driving like maniacs. People are just assholes during the holidays. So I
thought
hate
you were
it.
Going to say is because of the Mariah Carey song that's on like constant.
That was okay. It's funny you say that, E-Man, because the other thing I hate about the holidays is the fucking Christmas music. I hate it in general. I hate it. Christmas music, I repeat. But now we got this whole Mariah Carey thing. All of a sudden, she's this fucking Christmas music legend. And I'm like, I'm so sick and tired of it. Christmas and Hollis. That's all I want to hear.
Yeah, there you go. It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens.
I'm okay.
Bring that shit back.
I'm okay with hearing Nat King Cole. But
yeah.
I'll listen to Nat King Cole, but like constantly hearing Jingle Bells and like 10,000 versions.
Yes,
Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell,
Rudolph the
Jingle
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You do.
Then all of a sudden, Mariah Carey, something's going on where she's like, I guess apparently every single person who remembered that song, who grew up with that song, now they're like adults now, so now they got to play that.
It's just, and maybe I sound like a Grinch or whatever, but I just get so sick of the commercialization of fucking Christmas. You do realize, maybe some of you have, that the constant rotation of Christmas music during the month of December is programming. It's programming. It drives me fucking crazy. They are programming people to think about Christmas and the presents. And then when it comes down to presents, you just want to get gifts for the kids. No, you got to buy presents for that. Grown-ups want gifts now. You got to get gifts for grown-ups. You got to spend all this extra money. And also, the only thing good about Christmas is Christmas dinner and the time away from work. But even me, I had to work that weekend because we had huge storms in the Northeast, so I had to do storm duty. So I was working 12-hour shifts, So, but I'm fine with that because that's money,
That's money.
Jason Schreier didn't write an article about this.
Who?
Jason Schreier.
Oh God,
that motherfucker.
But you're not working in the game industry,
Torrence, you got to do. Yeah, Torrence, you got to do what I do. I'm like, listen, I'm not getting you any presents. Don't get me shit either, and we're good.
It never works. Never works.
Works for me. Manny stopped that shit years ago.
Well, no,
Manny, you were the last holdout for a while. And like, I gotta get him a present too.
To be honest, I was the only one who really did it.
yeah, because our other friend, me and Mike were like, no more fucking presents. It's stupid. We're adults now.
This just comes from my mom. She always used to buy gifts for everybody. So.
Makes sense.
Buy a gift, send it over, and usually it's something you wanted. So at least it's not something that you didn't want.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. No, I got a present from you. I'm good. I know it's gonna be fun. But I guess speaking about moms, that's what I learned from my mom. When she was, I think I was like 6 or 7. Santa Claus isn't real. I'm not buying you shit anymore. And that was it.
It's funny because that never really came up with me. But then again, my mom, was a Jehovah's Witness earlier when I was young, so it really didn't like, it wasn't like, oh, you Santa Claus. I just like, okay, it's a cool guy, it's a guy that does this thing.
Who let that fat white man in the building? That's what I wanted to know. Because I was always wondering, I don't have a chimney in this apartment. How did this motherfucker get in here? He
knows the super.
The fascinating thing
that's what it is.
There was actually a Twitter account that posted the history of Santa Claus and where it came from. How Saint Nicholas used to have a celebration, and then somebody in the church said, "Hey, how can we celebrate this guy? Put it on Jesus' birthday. Was celebrated on that day."
Wasn't he black?
No, not Saint Nicholas. Oh no, actually no. He is not.
He probably looked more like Osama bin Laden or something.
Probably looked like
Well, they said he has black skin and
Saint
curly
Nicholas
hair
was also somebody that was not like white. Like everybody sort of thought he was, a white guy with a beard. He wasn't a Norse-looking guy, but the whole Christmas trees and stuff, that all came from that area, and Yule and all that other stuff. So all these things came together to kind of create this weird amalgam holiday.
Why the fuck are we talking about Christmas?
I don't know, because it
just happened.
I'll say this. I'll say this. This week, the week that we had off, I actually did have off. Because of my current position right now, I actually get PTO. So I took myself a whole week off. That whole week off, we were gone. And then also I got the Monday after New Year's. So I the Monday after New Year's, I think I was straight. I'm like, all right, I'm good with this. I think I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back.
I kind of envy you, man. Monday I had to, because fucking CES again started on the 3rd, so on the 2nd I had to start prepping stories, so some bullshit. But no, people were asking me like, "Hey Tony, where are you going on vacation?" I'm like, "I'm going to sleep, bro. I gotta rest up."
I just use the time to do things like that I haven't done in a while, like especially doing freelance. Just things sort of pile up. Like kind of essentially fixing up my desk, upgrading some of my equipment, all this other stuff. So
well, it's good. Riku, you know what I was up to during the holidays, but we ain't talking about that right now. A little project going on the side.
Damn straight.
Riku, what's going on with you, man?
What's wrong with you, Riku? You look tired, man. You've been fucking playing RPGs for the last couple months.
Riku, you got to drop a bomb on Torrance, man.
He don't know.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know.
You got a girl? You got a girlfriend?
We're not gonna talk about that.
That would make sense.
Torrance, you remember a long time ago you were like, Riku-san, one day you're gonna get old. And one day you're gonna stop getting those trophies and playing all of those games. So I was like, man, shut up, you old nigga. Right? But now I'm here. Torrance, you're right. I'm slowing down. I just told the crew here, 90% of me is no longer getting trophies. I went ahead and went to the notification thing and turned it off, so I don't even want to see it when I play a game. I only got 9 platinums this year. That's the lowest I've ever gotten in the past decade. So I was just like, yeah, Torrance is right. I'm here. I'm an old nigga.
But why though? What's the reason? Why the change?
I think it's similar to what you had going on. I have different passions now.
Yes. Yeah. And trophies don't get you money. They don't get you bitches. They don't get you food.
Not anymore.
They're cool. They're cool. All that stuff is cool, but there's nothing wrong with gaming. But when you look at it, when you get older and you start looking at what really makes you passionate, you could say that games make you passionate. If you're a writer or a creator or an artist or whatever, you can use that passion for gaming. Obviously, I create.
You guys, this.
What you say? What? What are you doing? You can go and pee. I started websites.
Tell me if you can see this.
And podcast.
Oh shit! Look at all those books.
Whoa!
Riku
Yeah, that's the new passion out here, reading and shit. Got some
Go
Sonic.
on, read some books.
Riku-san one, the
literary one.
I'm still not. Right? I can't. I want to be one of those guys that reads novels. I can't do it. I'm a reference manual guy. Believe it or not, I'm such a geek.
I'm not so much a novel guy. It's
did you read that? I just don't read. I'll watch the movie. But when it comes to technical manuals or biographies and stuff like that, I'll read that.
Because I just finished the Return of the King movie for the first time earlier today. It was great, fucking awesome. I actually liked it better than the books, but I enjoyed the books to a degree as well. I liked seeing the comparisons between the two, so I'm gonna still do that. I'm gonna still read the books and then watch the movies.
See, I'm kind of taking a interesting other route. Like, for example, The Expanse. I'm like, I don't want to watch this shit. I'd rather read. You know, like, because the shows are never as good as the books and stuff, you know? And
most of the time, I'll say most of the time that you are correct about that.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Like Lord of the Rings, obviously, you got to watch those fucking movies, but like... reading's become a big thing for me. But here's the thing, because it's funny, Torrence says, we kind of, like, every time I say I don't play as much, I go, you becoming Torrence now, man? You know, but, you know, and it kind of did happen, but for me, it's more like, most games don't do it for me, man. I think most games are terrible. Like last year, Torrence, I'm not kidding you. You know how many games I played?
I saw your Steam report.
Yeah. I played.
I was like, is this right?
Okay, normally in past years, I would do my top 10 games of the year, right, on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Last year, the year before that, it was like 5 games. Like, I didn't play nothing. Last year, 3 fucking games. That's it. I'm like, okay, because I'm not going to just put 10 games just by default, but so that's what it is more for me. It's not that I lost a passion for games. I don't like what games have become for the most part.
Same here.
You know?
Same here. I mean, I play Destiny 2 at least 4 to 5 nights a week with my friends. We call it happy hour. So everybody gets home from work. We get on, we kill people, we get off in like an hour and a half, and that's about it. Sometimes I get a bug. Like, I feel like driving through Mexico, I'll play Forza, or I'll play something weird like Tearaway. I got that on Steam. Those are the 3 games I played all year. All fucking year was Forza, Tearaway, Destiny, and that voxel Blade Runner game on Steam. That was it.
Yeah,
you're interesting. Tearaway, the PlayStation game, the one with
no, not Tearaway. Tear down.
Okay, Tear Down.
Called Tear Down. Yeah,
that's a weird one.
I'm like Tearaway. That's a different game for Torrence.
Like, what the fuck does Torrence know about some damn Tearaway?
Well, if you saw Tear Down, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Torrence, you ain't fucking with Scorn, man. That seems like your type.
No, of game. Man, dude. I am now kind of regretting buying the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5.
Whoa! Hold on, Torrence. I was just about to say something like that. I'll let you go, but that's part of the reason I've lost a lot of passion for gaming this generation. How am I going to be excited for new shit when I'm just playing cross-gen fucking games? Think about it. So I don't blame you, man.
It goes deeper deeper for me and it started a long time ago. Like, here's where it really fucked me up. And this was just in the last 3 months. I wanted to get Ragnarok. I was like, oh, Ragnarok's coming out. I kept seeing the commercial where they go both grab their hammers and go out. I was like, yeah, let's go, right?
Yeah.
The game came out. I didn't get it, and I didn't give a fuck. And I'm like, holy shit, I didn't get Ragnarok. What the fuck? What is going on? I had to sit down like, why don't I feel like playing Ragnarok? I'm like, because I don't feel like playing, what is it, 12 hours? Who beat it? You beat it
12 hours. Yeah, it's 12 hours.
I'm like,
20 hours.
I can't bring myself to sit down by myself and play a game for 12 hours. It's not fun for me. I don't know if you've seen any of our Destiny 2 videos, but they are fucking. We go crazy. They're fucking hilarious. Like my friend, he's really into his KD and his stats. We played a good game. We killed this other team. And he was like, that's one of my best matches ever. I'm going to get a martini and suck my dick. And I was like, it's fucking hilarious, man. So we're sitting there laughing. And I cannot do long single player games. Not even, I can't do it anymore because I got so much other shit going on, so much other shit I'm doing. I don't even watch regular TV anymore, pretty much at all.
Yeah, I stopped watching. It's trash too, to be honest.
YouTube is my main television network.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I put in about 30 to 45 minutes of YouTube time every night before I go to bed. If a really good streaming show comes on, I'll watch it. I just finished Jack Ryan, season 3, which was fucking awesome. If you're into that shit,
the first season was better. That was the best.
You think the first season was better than the third?
That with how they found that they were doing hidden messages within the game.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah,
I
that was
remember telling people, I'm like, this would be the best way to do it because there's no tracking.
Yeah, Jack Ryan it's an underrated series. That series is badass. If you're into Tom Clancy shit, but I loved Rings of Power. You know,
really?
I totally love that. Yeah,
Everybody
I don't know what's wrong with people, but I was like, oh my god, that's so and so. That's so and so. I was like, let's go.
It's more of a mixed bag.
It is what it is. I loved it. But there's a lot of stuff I haven't watched yet. I haven't watched the latest season of Stranger Things. I haven't watched the new Enola Holmes stuff that I actually enjoy that I want to watch. I haven't watched.
Did you watch the Pink Lotus?
No,
the White Lotus.
White Lotus.
No.
Pink Lotus. What you thinking about, Adam?
That's the sequel. That's the sequel.
That's the gay version.
Whoa! That's sweet talk though.
So talk. You know, and it's weird. And me and my girlfriend, our movie tastes are completely polarized. So I found something that I knew she would like. It's this movie called The Triangle of Sadness. If you have time to watch something different that will kind of fuck you up and make you laugh your ass off, watch The Triangle of Sadness.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on. It's $6. Rent it on Amazon. It's worth it. The Triangle of Sadness. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. That's all I got to say. So yeah, Rico. I mean, it's just I'm not the same. I don't have a passion for video games anymore. I'm starting to accumulate camera equipment and video equipment and do more of that stuff. That's my real passion, you know. And go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Riku.
I think in regards to my passion for video games, I think it's more so my passion for other stuff has been rising.
Yes,
up to its level. So I when I sit down and really think about it, I don't think my passion for gaming has like significantly dropped. It's just the other stuff has risen to its level. Right. You know, so now I feel like I want to balance it out more now than ever before.
Yeah.
Funny you mentioned God of War Ragnarok. I think that was my breaking point. No, I don't even think it was my breaking point. When I was playing the game, I had a blast. It was great. Loved everything about it. I did think the final fight was, but we're not gonna talk about that. The point is, when I was going for the platinum, I was going through the motions, collecting my little digital knickknacks, is what I call them now, and I just spent so much time.
Who is this motherfucker right now, Torrence? Who is this man?
Hilarious.
That's why.
Wait, let me just say this. Let me just say this, right? Because I was looking at the stats on God of War Ragnarok in specific. Usually because I've done this a while, people, when you platinum a game, you have your collectibles, right? There's usually like maybe 1, 2, 3 at most, different specific things that you have to collect. Collect 12 of these, collect 7 of those, and collect 3 of those, and then you're done with the platinum, right? For God of War Ragnarok, there were 9 different things, 9 sets of different things they wanted you to collect. That's a fucking lot. Especially for a game like God of War. So I was just like, I'm going over here, killing the Odin Ravens, getting these chests, getting this, getting that. And I was just like, I was spending so much fucking time just collecting shit instead of killing shit. And I was just like, bro, this is getting so fucking annoying. And then, so one of the things they want you to collect was these lore books, right? So I'm collecting them. I'm like, oh my fucking god! I have like one more like secret boss I have to fight after this. So I was looking forward to fighting her after. I was like, okay, I got to find one more book. I got to get to this one specific location where if you play God of War Ragnarok, traversing through it is kind of like a giant maze. It is an open world, but it isn't linear. It's like a giant maze. So even backtracking in God of War Ragnarok is kind of annoying.
It's fucking annoying.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's kind of annoying. because it's like you're backtracking through a maze. So I'm trying to get to this specific area I've only been to once to get this one book that I missed. It's the last book I need, right? Get all the way there. I'm watching the YouTube video and shit. The book should be right here. It's not there.
Uh-oh.
The game glitched on me.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's like, oh, so if you wanna get this this trophy for the books, you're gonna have to play the whole game again and get all the books again. I was like, nope. Delete application.
Wow.
I was like, but what about that secret boss? Nope, don't care. I beat the game. It is what it is. I'm done. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Fuck trophies.
I think for me, when it comes to that situation, or it's like I never really went full into trophies. I only did it for the games that the games that I really wanted to play all the way through. But I feel like it never. I've always had I've always felt like I've had like kind of a a casual sort of way of playing these sorts of things, where it's like some games I'll go in, some games I won't. But and I get my goal was always to get all the things in the game that I wanted to get. Oh, hey, I got all of this, I got all that, and then I finished the game, and I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because last year I didn't play as many games on PS5. I actually got the platinum for most games. The only one I didn't get it for was Ragnarok. I had this kind of similar thing. I was just like during a break, for example, I was like, all right, that's it. Clean this fucking game up. Let's get this last platinum of the year. And I started doing. I'm like, you know what? No. I don't want to do this shit.
I did all
the main and side story stuff. I saw all the narrative shit in the game. What the fuck else do I need to do? I'm done. When I got to a certain person in a jail, if you know who I'm talking about, I'm like, okay, I think I'm good now. I think I've beaten this game.
I'm surprised that was your breaking point and not Odyssey, because you did the platinum for that.
I did Odyssey. No, Odyssey was not as bad as Valhalla, and I still did that too.
I just want to take this moment to welcome y'all to the club. Cookies and juice in the corner.
Yeah,
I mean,
but again, like I said, my main thing is it's not so much that like I've lost a passion for gaming. It's just gaming has lost a passion for me. Like games don't love me anymore. They suck.
Let me get this straight.
And that's the thing, Tony. There's still a lot of games that I have a lot of interest in, but I'm just like, bro, there's other shit I want to do too. If I could do Shadow Clone Jutsu and make one nigga just play games all day, and I'll go read a fucking book, then I'll do it. I do it in a heart.
Were there games that you replay? Are there any games you replay, Rico?
Hold on.
No, I do not replay shit.
And that's also what Tony for you. You guys don't replay.
No, I
replay a lot of shit.
I've always been a proponent for the one and done game play. Everything. If I'm going through the game, I'm going through it once. I'm getting every single thing in that one run, and if I don't get it, I'm not going back.
Yeah, Brett, what's up? You gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, while we're on the subject, we got a bunch of people here. Let me ask you guys: does it have anything to do with you playing all the same kind of games, or you trying anything new? Because I personally found 20 years of playing FPS shooters, start to get bored of them after a while. But I'm really enjoying some of these new types. I mean, stuff I've been preaching about, but survival games, the rise of FromSoft kind of thing, games that don't fit inside that mold, I tend to get more excited about these days. Is it just that y'all are playing the same types of games, or is it just the passion?
I'll answer real quick. I've played those other type of games, as you know, and they don't do it for me. What was it? 2021. I think there was that Death's Door game, Hades.
I didn't like
the Ascent. I didn't like any of that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? So yeah, I don't know. But again, like I've said, I've been reviewing games for 12 years. The vast majority of them have been indie games. Most of them are not good, man. Most of them are just pretentious bullshit. Ooh, look how artsy I could get. Fuck you, make a good game. How about that?
For me, it's always just been about the time sink, where it's it's part of the reason. I mean, I've said this before. I haven't actually played a full-on RPG since the PlayStation 2 era. Like full-on turn-based RPG and those things. I haven't touched a Final Fantasy game. My last Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy X. So it's just that was the point in time when in my mid 20s, was when things got really busy for me.
A bunch of old motherfuckers in this
That's
room.
when I started working. That's when I started working in animation, and I just was like, you know what? Let me just if I'm going to play something, I'm just going to play the little things that I want to play, and if they're and that's it. And you see how I play them. It takes me a long time to finish, and I notice as the years have gone on, more times have gone on. More time. It takes me more time to complete things.
I'm still.
Tell me about it. I quit the industry like 10 years ago.
I think he did.
I think it
has been 10 years.
That cause.
Oh, and another thing you guys
processor.
another thing you guys should mention is while this should be in our minds because we have these graphic powerhouses now, this should be the best generation ever, and it's the worst.
It is.
Before all this stuff started happening to me last year, I was thinking about it. I'm like, what game am I excited about? And there was Ragnarok, but I'm like, am I really excited about it? I just want to continue the story.
Turtles.
No, there was absolutely. But before that was Sifu, and I'm not excited about anything else. Not a single solitary thing that's coming out has me excited at all. I'm like, what for?
Yeah, I mean that's part of the reason why I haven't actually invested in any of the consoles. I don't have a PS5 or a Xbox because I just don't see anything that's available on these things that is really interesting. I mean, I really didn't care for the recent God of War game. I didn't care. I was like, all right, I finished it. I don't need to play any more of these.
Right.
Last of Us, I was like, Last of Us, I was like, all right, I got it on the first one. I don't need to play the next one. It's really not anything I care about.
Right.
Yeah, Torrence ain't waiting for no Final Fantasy 16 logic wins.
No.
He's asking about that.
all the games that are currently,
where are you seeing this?
In the Twitch chat, man.
It's in our Twitch chat.
Yeah. Oh, Twitch chat.
Yeah. By the way, real quick, Torrence, Logic wins. Yeah. He's an old school. He's been with us forever.
I know. Right? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He literally came in. He's like, holy shit, is that Torrence? Wow, right. I didn't recognize him. He looks great. So there you go, man.
By the way, Torrence, your OG head is one of the icons for our Twitch. Now you don't look like that anymore.
Gonna have to make a new one. New head,
yeah, right. We should do that shit, but like I said, the right game comes along, that passion will be right the fuck back. Like I know when Final Fantasy 16 drops, I'm gonna be happy as a motherfucker.
I think the moment maybe when I actually invest in a new console is probably when Spider-Man 2 comes out.
Yeah. Hey, man, really did you hear the news though? This is according to Sony, so take it how you will. From our boy Jim Ryan, he says that the PS5 shortage is over.
Yeah, he said it, but I don't care.
Yeah. So the point is, when you're ready, just go to a store, get your shit.
All right.
Wait, let me speak on that. There never was a shortage.
Conspiracies.
There never was a shortage. They were just creating a false
artificial scarcity like Nintendo.
Yeah, false scarcity like Nintendo.
So you think they weren't affected by the chip shortage like everybody else?
No, fuck no, because they started producing these consoles before all that shit happened. Yes, there was a supply issue with getting the stuff to where it needed to go to, but there wasn't a supply issue with getting the parts and the materials to build it. They're full of fucking shit, both of them, and both of them used it to justify a price increase. Both Microsoft and Sony. Microsoft's not doing it. Microsoft's doing it too, or did it too. It's bullshit.
They didn't increase the price of the console.
Microsoft was going to increase. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up, but the last I heard was they were going to increase the price of, just like Sony did, increase the price of the Xbox outside of the U.S.
Outside of the U.S. Let's get that right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the same thing about Microsoft as well. They're going to pretend. But here's the thing, Torrence, I want to get your thought on this. This is the first time where I've seen price hikes of electronics that haven't been upgraded. Right. I can think the first one I could recall was the Oculus. The Oculus 2. Right. Mm-hmm. They increased the price by like $100 or $100. No upgrade. I'm like, I've never seen that. That's kind of weird. And then it happened with the PlayStation $50 price hike. I'm like, okay, what's new about it? Nothing. I've never seen that before.
Because they can. Anytime something is in demand, they can raise the price. They have every right to do it. I mean, you can't really be mad at them. And my thing is, here's another thing. Sony's not really selling software. because ain't shit come out really. You got God of War. You had that fucking
Horizon came out.
The other God of War game with the girl, right? Microsoft hasn't released shit, So, how do you fix that? How do you make your numbers look better at the end of the fiscal quarter? Raise the prices on consoles because people still want consoles. They still want them. They still want to upgrade. Everybody loves the Series S and all that shit. They love the new consoles, but I'm sitting here. It's like I should have stood my ground and not upgraded these consoles because I thought something amazing was going to happen this generation. Microsoft's showing us all these games they're working on, all this shit. They haven't released shit. What the fuck is going on? So I'm just like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, look at these boxes. They're both collecting dust.
And I'm like, giant boxes collecting dust.
Giant boxes, and I'm like, what have I done? What have I done? That's like $1,000 right there.
$1,000, man, doing shit.
And I'm done. I'm finished with this. I'm through. This is it. That's it. I'm done. Those are the last consoles I'm ever gonna purchase. If Sega came out with the Dreamcast 2 and the most killer lineup of games ever in the history of games, I would not buy it. It's just
get it on PC because everything's coming to PC anyway.
And just like Brett was saying, none of the shit impresses me. There's nothing impressive. Like oh, new Tekken game, and like before I knew it, there was a new Game Awards. I'm like, is it Game Awards? Like I told you, I forgot about it, and I'm sitting. Oh, it's tonight, and I wait till it's done. I go through YouTube and speed through all the trailers they showed. Nothing good, nothing exciting. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't do it for me anymore. It's like you got to do something really sick to get my attention, like Sifu. Sifu got my attention because it's like okay,
man. You need a beast PC to run that game good.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's just like. Wow, what has the video game industry turned into? It's like,
well, I think it's a lot of it is what we're suffering it through is the same thing that has happened with the film industry. Mm-hmm. There's no chances that want to be taken anymore. Just like look at I was like if you look at the supposed cutting edge of games, all they are is just a list, a laundry list of the same things over again, but with a different plot or different graphical style on there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can't impress me.
Again, you said your selling point for a new console would just be another of a Spider-Man game.
Would be another Spider-Man, but it's a Spider-Man game. But it's a different. But I mean, again,
that's what I mean. It does work. That's why they do it because there are people.
But again, it's sort of it's like you can't call that any sort of revolution. As we're going to go down in history, when you talk about all the games that actually literally revolutionized the industry, I'm going to tell you this: it's not going to be God of War, and it's not going to be Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, you're right about that. But the thing is, we've been complaining about this generation even before it actually started, right? Like after that PlayStation 5 reveal, which is funny. The first game they showed the PlayStation 5 reveal was fucking GTA 5, right? Mm-hmm. We see this thing, and I'm like, okay, and these games are coming to PlayStation 4 as well. What am I getting excited about? What is it? We're like 2 years after the fact now, and I'm still waiting for games to pop on this fucking console. Again, I've had a PS5 since day one. I'll be the first person to tell people, don't buy this fucking console right now. You don't need it. You don't fucking need it. You play a game on your PS4, you're good. Again, if you guys been listening to me for the past years, you already know what I'm going to say, so I'll just stop. This generation is fucking whack. It is fucking whack, man.
I'll say this. My like last year's game of the year for me was Stray. I love that game. Game.
That's something original and new.
It's funny. That's actually my lowest rated game I played last year.
I mean, I would say as far as
you don't like that pussy.
Well, as far as I would say, like gameplay, like it's literally a point and click adventure, but 3D.
Yeah, it's a point and click adventure cat walking simulator.
No, the biggest disappointment for me was that fucking Callisto Protocol, man. I had to review that piece of shit, man. I rage quit that shit so many times. Like,
wasn't that like Dead Space or something?
That's what it is. Yeah.
I actually avoided doing the review because I wanted to buy because I didn't want to stress. I was expecting, like we talk about, usually when you review this, you have to play through and you speed through. You don't really enjoy it. I was like, no. I said, Rich, this is all you. I'm gonna buy this one. I'm gonna play this one, and I was like, this is what I get.
Wait, was Was it a true sequel to Dead Space?
No, it's a spiritual successor.
It was a spiritual successor.
It's the people that did
giant quotes on the side.
Yeah, it was the director of the original ones.
Yeah, but no, it just didn't work, man. And I mean, it was bad. Okay, check this out. And I even said this in my review, right? In the span of 3 hours, I fought the same boss type 4 times in a row. Right? Like the first time you fought him, like in an elevator, oh, this is kind of interesting. Then he shows up in a colony. This motherfucker again. He shows up again and by the way, this isn't the same guy. This is like versions of him. You know what I'm saying? Like the
God of War troll bosses from the first God of War.
Third time, motherfucker's in a server room, tight server room. Like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. When this motherfucker showed up in a psychiatric ward, I shut the fucking PC off. I'm like, I can't do this. I shut the shit off. I couldn't go back for 2 days. Remember, I still got to review this thing, right? But I had to stop. I was like, I can't do this anymore. This is fucking stupid. How lazy is that? The same fucking boss type. And there's no variations. Like, you figured, okay, different environment. Maybe I got to take him out a different way. No, you take him out the same fucking way every time.
Oh, yeah, that's lazy.
Like, come on. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a budgetary thing. Like, I wonder if that game... The biggest part that they spent their budget on was just the looks of the game, but really the rest of it was just like
because the game looks fucking gorgeous. Yeah. By the way, I gotta say this about the difficulty of it because people were like, "Yo, just put the shit on easy, you'll have a better time." I was so frustrated. I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll put it on easy." I was still getting brutalized. I'm like, "Let me test something." Yeah, but no. But here's the funny thing. So I put it on easy. I'm still getting fucked up. Right? I'm like, hold on, I want to test something. Put it on the most difficult, difficulty. Got fucked up. So I'm like, so it doesn't matter. This game is just unfucking balanced. You know, it doesn't matter what. So I just put it back on normal. I'm like, this shit doesn't fucking matter. You know, what a terror. And that, I'm just going on a rant right now. And fucking Saints Row, man, that was another one. You know, what a disappointment that was. And that game is like the epitome of what's wrong with just writing in general now. You know, we can't offend anybody, so we got to play it nice. You know, Saints Row is about offending every fucking body. You know, but no, you got these fucking hipsters just being nice and happy with each other. What the fuck is this bullshit, man? I don't know.
Yeah.
Gaming is whack, man.
I feel the same way about the movie industry.
The movie industry's bad. Like, movies are terrible now.
I didn't go see Black Panther. No, wait, let me rephrase that. I didn't go see Wakanda.
I didn't go see that bullshit either. Why didn't they recast them? They should have recast them, man.
I didn't go see it even if it was dope. I didn't go see it for the same reason I wouldn't go fucking go see Krypton Forever with no Superman. Okay, so but you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. What started the downfall for Marvel was the Spider-Man movie, the last Spider-Man movie.
I agree.
They blew their entire load.
The Member Berries movie, right?
Yeah. I'm like, okay, so you got all the Spider-Mans in the same universe. That's cool. Do something with it. The story was so fucking stupid. The plot was so fucking stupid. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Do something with it.
I would say like there are 2 levels. At the like, oh man, it's great to see all your favorite Spider-Man and all your favorite villains. But then you realize once you remove all of that current, whatever Spider-Man has nothing that belongs to himself. All of his villains are inherited. His motto is inherited. Yes. And even at the end of the movie, his suit is inherited. So
right.
I remember, with that movie, Manny and I saw it like at a screening beforehand, right? So when the movie ends, Torrence, everybody's fucking cheering, right? Me and Manny just there, and I look over, I'm like, yo, are we fucking kidding me right now with this movie? The movie was fucking dumb. The movie was fucking dumb as hell. But Torrence, I disagree with you. That wasn't the downward of the MCU. It was the fucking what was the first, whatever the first Phase 4 thing was. That was the beginning of it. The
Infernals. What's the movie at all?
The Eternals trash.
I actually like the Eternals. It didn't make sense. Yeah. It didn't make any sense, but I actually enjoyed it. On Disney Channel for free.
Yeah, but I saw it on Disney Channel too. That shit was still whack, man.
And I actually enjoyed Shang-Chi, believe it or not.
That was stupid too.
I didn't like that one.
But then I'm like, oh, She-Hulk. This actually looks good. They're going to have the Hulk in it too. Started watching that. 3 episodes in. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? It's fucking bullshit. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Where are they going with this? And they brought the guy in from the second Hulk movie. I thought that was cool. And it just completely downhill.
I think the only Disney Plus Marvel thing you only like smidgenly liked was the Werewolf by Night thing.
I'm not gonna say I liked it. I tolerate. I was okay with it. I was okay with it.
You were okay with
it. Yeah, because tolerate means I didn't like it. I was okay with it, but no, everything from fucking Phase 4 has been absolute trash. I haven't liked anything. Right?
What
like
about
I didn't bother. You know, I'll tell you why. Because I saw the fucking Wanda show. That was fucking bad, right? Falcon and Winter Soldier was good until the last 2 episodes fucked it all up for me. You know,
really?
Yeah, the last 2 episodes ruined it for me. Saw the Loki. That's when I'm like, I'm done. I can't. This is fucking stupid. I'm done with it.
You didn't like Loki either?
Nope, didn't like it. So I
enjoyed that.
I checked the fuck out, man.
The second Doctor Strange movie.
That's
the multiverse.
That's the one that did it for me. I'm like, okay, stop watching these fucking movies. Doesn't matter if you're on Disney. Stop watching these fucking movies. What a terrible fucking movie that was, man.
I liked it better than the first one, and I'm like, oh, look at what we're doing. When I was actually enjoying it. I'm like, this is cool. Oh shit, you know, I'm gonna spoil it if you haven't seen it. But Wanda's the enemy. I didn't fucking know that, right? I thought they were going to work together from the trailer. Oh, this is cool. Let's go. Popcorn. I'm watching it. Cool special effects. And then I'm thinking that alternate Doctor Strange was originally going to be the main heavy in the movie. But I'm watching. I'm like, okay, this is cool. But by the time the movie was over, I'm like, wait a minute. When Wanda made those kids, it was fucking imaginary. They were never real in the first place, which makes this whole entire movie fucking stupid because she can make the kids again. She can do it again. She has the powers to make them again. Poof. Kids. Let's get a couple more. Poof. And I'm like, oh my God, how stupid can they be? And then how they're like, okay, he's walking down the street, he's got the third eye, and all of a sudden he's going somewhere with what's her name? And I'm like,
Charlize Theron.
I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? What is that? I'm like, oh my God, give me the 2 hours back. Give me the 2 hours back.
I only like that movie because of the visuals. Like, I think Sam Raimi saves that movie as far from a visual side, but it's a silly movie.
Yeah, no, these premises are stupid. Let's going back to Spider-Man. When the trailer showed, I'm like, wait, are you serious right now? The whole premise is, oh, I couldn't get my friends into college. Hey, Doctor Strange, can you rearrange the entire universe for me? I got you, kid. That's the whole premise of the movie. How fucking dumb is that?
That was fucking stupid. And the other, and obviously the Black Panther stuff, it just fucking infuriated me to no fucking end, right? Now, you know I'm a big DC fan, okay? So I went and saw DC Universe now? Wait, here we go. I went and saw Black Adam. Absolutely loved it. I enjoyed it. I'm like, oh, they need to make a Dr. Fate movie. Let's go. This looks good. And then after that movie, all this shit happened. They brought Cavill back, and then they let him go. I'm like, fuck you, Warner Brothers. I'm done with you too. I'm done. I don't want to see it.
I'm gonna say this about Black Adam.
Who
cares about Black Adam? I'm sorry. Black Adam is like a character that's the reason why that movie did shit, because nobody knows who
he is. But if you know who he is,
Shazam. They should have put him in Shazam, and then said, okay, Rock, now you in Shazam. Now you're gonna go get your own movie.
But this is Warner Brothers. But even if you had a Black Adam movie, a separate Black Adam movie, Shazam 2 should have been out. Right now,
should have been before it.
Right now, even before, either before or after it, so at least people understood who Black Adam is. Like, if you know who Black Adam is, that's a reason to get excited, because you know the Black Adam Shazam Superman fight would be fucking lit in live action. Okay, that's all I want to see. That would be fucking. If you saw the Warner Brothers animation, you know that shit would be lit. But yeah, nobody knows who any of those characters are. I'm like, oh, Dr. Fate. I'm getting excited and all this shit, right? Then Warner Brothers gets fucking James Gunn, and you get excited. Superman's coming back. Now he's not coming back. I'm like, fuck you, Warner Brothers. I'm done. I'm done with all this superhero bullshit. I'm done. I'll probably go see Aquaman, Flash, and maybe Blade. But that's it. I'm done. No more comic book movies. I'm fucking done. I'm watching weird, obscure indie films going forward. I didn't go see Avatar. Didn't care about it. Didn't need to be made. Don't want to go sit in 3 hours watching fucking Avatar. Okay.
Calm down, Tony. It's gonna be okay.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
It should have been done after the first one. Fuck Avatar. I love you, James Cameron, but what the fuck are you doing? Really? After all these years, an Avatar sequel? Yeah, I don't care if it made $1 million.
We got 4 more coming, Torrance. Get ready, man.
Dude, it's just fucking like, Cameron, what are you fucking doing? Do something else, man. Why are you so stuck on this fucking story? It's like, fuck Avatar. What else? What else didn't I said fuck to? There was something else I said fuck to.
Hey, he saw Ferngully and he really liked it, Torrance.
Did you see Violent Night? That was fun.
No, I didn't see it.
That was fun.
Did you like Top Gun Maverick?
I want to see Megan. I want to see Megan. I do want to see Megan.
What's the big deal with that movie? It's like Chucky. It's like a girl Chucky, right?
It looks hilarious. Did you see the trailer?
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was a comedy or not.
It's a horror.
It's in the Chucky vein because if you watch the trailer, there's a scene where she's fucking dancing, and that did it for me. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to see it.
I thought you were going to say. I thought it's in the Chucky cinematic universe. And I would have.
Just watch the trailer. It's pure comedy.
I've seen the trailer. I just don't know what to make of it. I don't understand. It's just some girl with a fucking mask dancing. Like, what is it?
No, it's a robot.
I know it's a robot. I don't know.
It's pretty much AI, just but with an evil robot doll.
So it's like Chucky with a girl, I guess.
I'm telling you guys, watch The Triangle of Sadness if you want to see something completely different that you would never see on an American screen. Just watch it.
And some Korean shit.
No, it's a foreign-made film, but they all speak English in the film. It's about class, okay? So,
like Parasite class?
Not really, but kinda, but not really. It's different. It's different.
Tony may not want to watch that.
Yeah, probably.
But Torrance, you watching Alice in Borderland?
No, I keep seeing it on Netflix. It looks good.
It's in the vein of Squid Game, but I honestly feel like it's a bit better.
Really? I might check it out. I keep seeing it. I'm like,
They just came out with the second season, so they didn't cancel after one, so it's safe to watch.
My show has been Midnight Diner.
Oh, Midnight Diner's dope. Midnight Diner's dope. Yep, I watched that. Yep.
Hey, Torrance, did you see The Batman last year?
I actually love the fucking Batman.
Yeah, that movie was good. That was a good movie, man.
I thought it was whenever they first announced it, I was pissed, but I watched it and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll tell you one of the things I really enjoyed about that movie. Like, you could argue, we could have debates about who was the best Bruce Wayne, but that dude was brooding that entire fucking film. He did not smile.
Crow, man. I was watching that movie. I'm like, we're watching Batman Crow.
He did not smile.
They were even playing the 90s music.
I really appreciate the fact that he was actually Batman most of the time.
Yeah.
Like the mask was on most of the time. Yeah, that was good. Like this, okay, because I went into the movie thinking it was going to be stupid, right? I'm like, So I see it, I'm like, that wasn't actually bad. Then I'm like, I got to see it again. That's how you know it's good. I'm like, I got to see this shit again. Like this. And the characters. I still have my main problem with this. I didn't realize how much I missed the fantastical elements of Batman. Like, I want to see some gadgets and shit. Yeah. By the way, I saw this
but that's not Batman at his core, man. That gadget shit is all that other junk.
Yeah.
Batman is him being a detective with a fucking batarang.
That's core. But I want to see some cool shit. Like I think the Nolan Batman kind of had a good balance of it. It's like gritty, but still had the cool shit. I remember somebody. This was a Twitter meme. Somebody was like 1989. Oh, we're finally getting a grittier Batman. 2001. We're finally getting a grittier Batman. 2021. We're finally getting a grittier Batman. Like he just kept getting grittier and grittier and grittier and shit. And I like the Batmobile in this one. It just looked mean, like a mean, nasty fucking vehicle.
Which had no reason to be in the movie, but
you got to give us something,
Yeah, you don't stay with the bike.
Gotta have something.
Gotta have something,
But
I will say,
you just wanted them to sell you some toys.
Yeah, but I will say that this I'm not gonna spoil, but the ending kind of bothered me. I'm like, Batman wouldn't really. Yes and no, but you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to avoid it, But if the sequel picks up where this one left off, that's gonna be a good fucking movie,
Yeah.
If they pick up where I think they're like, this is gonna be a good fucking movie.
If it's No Man's Land.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he's doing a spinoff for HBO Max.
Oh, here we go. Oh, the fucking Penguin show, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that one of the things they canceled? They canceled everything.
Yeah, no.
There was a Bruce Timm thing that they canceled.
I'm done with Warner Brothers. I'm fucking done. And you know why James Gunn didn't want Cavill for the next Superman. You know, James Gunn wants to do his own fucking Superman, a younger Superman when he's doing reporting for Daily Planet.
He wants to do Brightburn, but this time this time not a horror,
not murder.
You know, I'm like, and I'm gonna say it, I don't give a shit. I'm not in Hollywood. I don't give a shit. I hope he fails miserably.
Oh wow,
that's how pissed off I am at all this shit.
You really feel, man.
I'm like, I went from oh my god, we're getting a Man of Steel 2 to fuck Warner Brothers, fuck Disney, fuck all these people. And then the news came out. Did you hear the news came out that Disney was the ones who didn't want T'Challa recasted?
Yeah, I heard about that because even the family was like, "Hey, you should recast them." You know,
but before he died, he said, "You better recast me."
Yeah, he said that they didn't honor him, and apparently, even the director said he wanted to recast him. But Disney was like, "Nope."
And he had a completely different script, and I think it was said that he would have recast T'Challa because it was supposed to be a father-son story.
Yeah, like again, what's more important here, the actor or the character? I'm sorry, I know the guy's a good actor, but the character has been around for fucking decades.
Don't you dare be sorry. Don't you dare be sorry. And you're asking the wrong question. Okay? The question is, do you kill off an iconic character because an actor dies?
Oh, the answer is no. No, you don't. No, you don't.
You respect the actor. You're saddened by their death, but that iconic character continues to live. Case in point, Superman. Case in point, Spartacus.
Yeah, that's right. Spartacus got recast. You know?
Yes.
Come on now.
All right.
Yeah.
People, and a lot of the younger cats are like, well, it was too soon to recast. I'm like, what do you mean fucking too soon? It's been 3 years. What do you mean too soon? Give me a dude in the Black Panther suit kicking ass.
That's it.
Okay?
The only one that they didn't recast was Paul Walker with Fast and Furious, and his brother was just like him.
But you know what? There was no reason to, because that story got completed.
Yeah,
however they completed it, I saw it.
They went their separate ways. That was it.
And let's be honest, that character isn't an iconic character.
No, he led his own movie, and nobody cared about that movie until Diesel stuff came back in.
Right.
Two things.
Go ahead.
One, in canon, the Black Panther is a mantle. It has literally different people wearing the costume. I don't understand why they couldn't even at least be like, well, something happened to Black Panther, so now that it has to move on. Maybe actually use it as a story device. And here's the thing that really fucking gets me. And I have a bit of a personal dog in this.
Oh.
So let me get this fucking straight. When an actor dies of cancer, you can't portray the character as having fallen prey to some sort of thing in life that is inevitable. You know, something that comes down. Even the greats among us fall to seemingly small things. But here's the real kicker for me. You're perfectly fucking fine playing the cancer card in every other goddamn movie, right? Look at you, Love and Thunder. Right? But, when it actually happened to somebody in real life, now it's too sensitive a fucking topic. Here's an idea. If it's too fucking sensitive a topic for people that it actually happened to, it's too fucking sensitive of a topic to play light of in other fucking movies.
Right.
Pick one or the other. I'm just pissed you can't fucking choose.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about how sad the cast was. Yeah, of course the cast was sad. They worked with the dude. They got to know him and love him. But we have waited... At least I'm 52 years old. I've waited my entire life to see live action Black Panther. Okay? And there aren't many black superheroes in the movies that are leads, you know. Why take him away? It's just recast, fucking throw somebody else in that goddamn suit and finish the story. Have him marry fucking Storm. Do all that shit. You got the X-Men universe now. He's supposed to hook up with Storm. There's so much shit that's supposed to fucking happen. But Brett, on your point, the way they killed him off in the movie? Are you fucking kidding me?
Why couldn't they just pay if you're gonna play that shit in Love and Thunder, right? You could have had a real serious moment where you could have even not had much, of him. Just have him suddenly go because of some terminal illness kind of thing, and remind the audience that even though these people are superheroes, we're all still human at the end of the day. Use it. Or just don't use it as a fucking storytelling device, like in Love and Thunder. Like I said, do him justice and give him a big send off, or kind of use it to, actually maybe, God forbid, draw some attention to the thing that took the actual fucking actor.
Right. Well, here's the other thing. And this goes with the whole fan. The reason we watch these movies, the reason we read the comics, is because we need a little bit of an escape from reality, and that is why these heroes. And sometimes they die. Sometimes they do die, but not the main characters. Like when Superman died, he came back. So when Optimus Prime died, he came back. So it's like, to go into this Wakanda movie and like he died of some fucking weird illness, like he's a fucking superhero. He ate the fucking flower. That shouldn't be what killed him. If Disney was smart, and I would have been cool with this, if the whole movie took place during, the original script was the whole movie was supposed to take parts of the movie was supposed to take place during the snap, and then he comes back 5 years later. That was much better storyline. Even if they're like, oh, we didn't have time to find an actor, so this all happens during the snap, I probably would have been cool with that. But to just kill off a fucking character before his story's even told is ridiculous.
Tony's not gonna like this answer, but y'all just opened up the multiverse. Like, would it be so out of question to have like a different Black Panther slide to this one?
Yeah,
but for all the bullshit reasons that you might do that, you can't do it for a good one.
But Marvel has already recast. Like Don Cheadle was not the original fucking War Machine, right? So nobody said nothing when they changed. So we don't even need.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We don't even need the multiverse as a mechanic.
Thing. You don't have continuity to blame as an excuse anymore. You can literally just have another Black Panther.
The one that you could use as a recent example is the fact that General Ross was recast.
Yes,
that's right. So they've done it before. Hell, they recast the Hulk. Remember? It wasn't Mark Ruffalo was not the Hulk. So come on.
I mean, they even bring that up in the movie. Remember?
How about this? What if Boseman didn't tell anybody he had cancer and he said he just didn't want to do the movie anymore? Would they recast him?
Yeah.
Obviously. It's just stupid. I'm canceling my Disney subscription.
I did that shit already.
Well, here's the thing that gets me. Like, pay attention to a man's fucking dying wishes, man. Like, he clearly didn't want to set back the idea of black superheroes fucking 20 years. As somebody who has had people lose to cancer, one of the things people hate the most is opportunities lost to other people because of cancer, right? Like when I lost Rachel, she lamented the fact that I probably wasn't going to work on comic books for a while, if ever again, right? And that's some heartbreaking shit. So when this man is worried about the perception of Black Panther and wants Black Panther to be recast, fucking honor him. I don't give a shit how uncomfortable you are. That's kind of the whole thing of integrity, is you do something even if you're not always super thrilled about it, because it's the right thing to do. And in this case, as Chadwick Boseman asked for it specifically, it's kind of the right thing to do, man.
But here's the thing: what's more insulting, right? Actually, no. Let's get real about it right now, right? So they kill off Black Panther and they recast him with some bitch nobody cares about. Let's be real. So Torrence, what's worse? You take away a strong black character, or you replace him with some weak fucking girl?
Oh, like, don't even say strong black character. Strong black male character.
Yeah, let's be real here.
I mean. It's just
you have this girl's like 50 pounds and shit fighting Namor. Really? Come on.
I'll tell you, I love Sherry's character, right? I love Sherry's character, but what they did, and again, I said spoiling on me. Give me all the spoilers because I'm not going to see this movie.
We don't give a fuck right now.
There's
3 women. By the way, real quick, there's 3 women characters in the movie that are the same fucking character. You got her, you got Riri Williams, and another one. Yeah, like they're interchangeable.
I forget who I was talking to, and we were discussing the length of the movie.
I mean, to be honest, I would have made Angela Bassett the new Black Panther.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, she sort of took over that movie.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
or recast them, but anyway.
But here's the other thing, and then I'll get off the fucking movie. I hate Hollywood. I hate Hollywood.
No, I'll get off.
Yeah. We got a gaming podcast.
Listen, man, we're just talking right now. We're catching up.
I mean, it is what it is. They lost a lot of money on this movie.
They lost a lot of money in general with these fucking movies.
After I heard what they did in the end, it's like, okay, so a child is born that's supposed to be the new king, the new Black Panther. How long is it going to take now? Because Marvel, they keep their continuity pretty strict. This kid's not going to be an adult for 18 to 20 years.
Like Superman. He'll just grow fast.
Well, yeah. It's so stupid.
He's gonna go into time warp.
He drink that super water.
They're gonna have the secret wars, and then it's gonna be like 10 years later. It's gonna be him.
Well, what really pissed me off,
like Cambodian breast milk,
quantum zone.
what pissed me off is non-nerd friends of mine saying, "Oh, they shouldn't recast him; it's too soon."
Idiots, man.
The movie was awesome. Blah blah blah. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. But I didn't watch Love and Thunder yet. It was in my queue on Disney to watch. I heard that movie was shit too.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
it's just a comedy. It's just a comedy.
I didn't bother with it. I didn't bother with it because I didn't like Ragnarok, the one before that. I thought that was bad, and apparently this is more of the same. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit again.
It's worse. It is so much worse.
It's worse than Ragnarok. I actually enjoyed Ragnarok.
Oh, by a wide margin. Like the storyline is convoluted, doesn't make any sense, is unnecessarily sad in points that doesn't even move the plot along. Like it's just man, I hate to say it because Tiger's my boy, but like it feels like a movie made by committee.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, this is what happened when you give Disney all these properties. They eventually fuck them, and there's like they fuck Star Wars.
Yeah, I stopped with that too, man. Because what was it? Because I like Mandalorian, that was dope. But then you had Boba Fett, that was trash.
I didn't think Boba Fett was trash, though. I actually thought Boba Fett was decent. It wasn't as good as
Mandalorian. Boba Fett. Yeah. Oh no! Don't let me start it on fucking Obi-Wan. That was really fucking bad.
There's one part of Boba Fett that was fucking incredible, but it had nothing to do with Boba Fett.
Torrence, the only good part, like Carlos said, the only good parts of Boba Fett was when they had Mandalorian instead. When it had Mando in there, where they Boba Fett, like for 2 episodes, like, okay, we're not going to focus on no Boba Fett shit. Here's the Mandalorian season 3 sneak peek. That was when it was good. Literally, I saw the first episode of Boba Fett. I'm like, how do you have a filler episode for your first episode? What the fuck is this?
But I'll tell you why people didn't. I'll say this. I didn't hate Boba Fett. I actually enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as The Mandalorian. Here's why people don't like Boba Fett. I'll tell you, even as somebody who likes it. Because Mandalorian is exactly what we want to see from that type of character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. People killing people, using weapons, all that shit. This is the way. And we wanted that from Boba Fett.
Yeah.
No one wants to see that old crusty face.
But Boba Fett wasn't Mandalorian,
you want to see a Boba Fett show where he's sleeping in a tank all the time.
Yeah, he's in it.
And having useless flashbacks for things that don't really matter.
He's in Slave One, and he's killing people, and he's doing bounties. That's what you want to see from a Boba Fett series. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but they didn't give us that. They
didn't give us that.
I will say, Andor is fucking great.
What happened, Brett?
I didn't think they had a bad idea with the whole kind of like syndicate, underworld kind of approach to it. I just don't think that they did the best job they could have. But when I think of Boba Fett, like, motherfucker was like a skeezy bounty hunter, right? He wasn't a true Mandalorian. He stole his fucking armor. Yeah, he worked for the Empire. He's kind of a shitbag, right? Like, I expect a mafia movie. That's what I expect.
Brett, and that's my problem. I wanted Boba Fett to be a deplorable motherfucker. He was a relatively nice guy. He wanted to bring peace and order. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Because he was changed after sitting in that belly.
No, yeah.
I want to.
Yeah, but Tony, he wants to bring peace and change by killing everybody and ruling. Like, that's the part I can accept.
But he didn't want to do it by killing anybody. No, don't kill him.
Dude, most mafioso are like, that's the whole kind of thing. It's mafioso. They're kind of good people that do terrible things.
Yeah, but I want to see Boba Fett just be a fucking super ultra villain, But no, they didn't give us that. Fucking stupid.
I need to go and save everybody.
I don't think. Well, I don't disagree with you, Tony. Like, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be awfully hard to write a movie with no protagonist.
No, Brett. The problem is Boba Fett would have been better handled if it wasn't Disney. They sanitized them. That's my main point.
Yeah, but like, do you really think like just a show about him running around being just a deplorable human being would have been like something people watch?
Yeah, people like Breaking Bad.
That's true.
And people like The Sopranos. Tony Soprano's a fucking evil motherfucker. People love him.
All right. That's
I like Death Note as well.
Yeah, hey.
I mean, they also could have set it up whereas he doesn't have any work anymore, so he has to do stuff himself to make money and make a living, and that could have been flying all over the universe doing the opposite of what the Mandalorian was doing. Killing people, stealing shit, hijacking ships and transporting goods. That would have been fucking crazy. But
I think Disney tries too hard to play just to get on that tightrope of being family friendly. Like they don't want to go too far and make it serious, which they could have, and say, "Hey, this is for the adults." You remember this?
Apparently, that's what Andor is. Adam, have you watched that?
I couldn't. I did. I rage quit on that shit.
I heard Andor is crap.
I couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, no. Andor is probably the best Star Wars thing we've gotten from Disney.
No, I don't think so. Better than Mandalorian?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Mandalorian.
Better than Obi-Wan? Oh my God! Obi-Wan, what happened?
Yeah, okay. How do you fuck that up? You got Ewan McGregor and you got Hayden Christensen. People have wanted to see these motherfuckers back, right? No, it's Leia's show instead, or that fucking Inquisitor bitch. You know, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? You know?
Yeah. And I sat through it. I'm like, come on, something cool happened. Like how did Obi-Wan forget his skills? Forget his fucking kung fu? It's like. I didn't hate it, but I'm like, it was a waste of my time. I'm like, I could have done without this. You know, I wanted to see better fighting. I wanted to see real anger from like even Darth Vader had so many chances to kill him and he let him live. Like, you can roll him around in some fucking fire. Get the fuck out of here. Just slice him in half. It is what it is. I'm canceling Disney. I'm done with superhero movies. I'm done with superhero TV shows.
You're all gonna watch David Lynch films now.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys. I'm hoping one of you watches the Triangle of Sadness and comes back to me like, oh my God, oh Torrence, I'm glad you told me to watch that. Just watch that fucking movie. It'll trip you up.
Hey Torrence, did you watch Peacemaker?
Loved Peacemaker.
Yeah, that was great.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Loved Peacemaker. I'm like, this is what I need, an adult fucking superhero show. Let's go. Titties, people getting their heads blown off. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was great.
I never read the comics. I was like, nope, this is fine.
But it's fun. It's funny because again, a hero that nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Just some random dude, you know.
But at the same time, he was also in that recent
the Suicide Squad.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I think a lot of people don't get. I really fucking like. Like, you're not supposed to like Peacemaker. Right. It does a thing that a lot of shows are really afraid to do. Be like, here's somebody who's not a role model who you shouldn't be like. That being said, let's see what they're up to. Like, it's so hard apparently, and I think Boba Fett's a perfect example of people trying not to. Everybody has. There are no villains anymore. Everybody's just misunderstood. No, some people are just shitbags. They may be a product of their environment, but they're still shitbags. And it takes I love how Peacemaker just takes an unapologetic look at even just Vigilante. He's like, do you think I enjoy when I kill people? Well, I do.
Well, you see, that show would never work on Disney.
Oh God, no.
It would have been a completely different show, which is why I have huge issues with this next Deadpool movie. I think it's probably going to suck. They're saying, we should be worried. Rated R. It'll be rated R because somebody will say shit in the film. Okay.
Well, here's my only hope for that is that Ryan Reynolds and T.J. Miller, they ponied up so much money during the first movie that they got executive producer cred. So I'm not really sure that Disney has the contractual place to push back on them for a lot of these decisions.
No, we'll see.
Hopefully, that's my fingers crossed idea.
Yeah. Like I've lost all hope in Blade now. I still want to see it, but after all the shit Disney's been doing, I'm like,
Torrence,
what's gonna happen with Blade?
Please tell me you've seen Invincible.
Oh, dude, come on.
Because that's the real shit right there, man.
Yeah.
You want some real comic book gritty shit, there you go, man.
Or at least the boys.
Let me tell you something that I'm going to say something that you all probably relate to. There are certain shows that have you sitting on your hands at the edge of your seat because you know somebody's going to fucking die or get fucked up. Game of Thrones, fucking Breaking Bad, The Ozarks. Every single episode, I was the edge of my seat for the first time in the history of time. I heard of the comic book of Invincible. I'm like, oh, Invincible looks cool. Cool animation. Let's watch it. I started watching it. Had no idea it was basically an animated version of The Boys. Had no idea.
Well, The Boys is a live action version.
Well, it's funny because Invincible came out before The Boys.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So anyway, I'm watching it, and the scene happens.
Yes. We're not going to spoil that,
The red wedding.
Yeah. We spoil the bad shit, not the good shit.
Tony, Because up until then, I was
you didn't know. You weren't expecting that shit, weren't you, Torrance?
This is kind of like the Warner Brothers animation stuff. It's really cool, really gritty. I'm like, because I love Warner Brothers animation. I'm sure we all do. I'm like, oh, this is great. When that scene, I had no idea. When that scene came, I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? I was like, what am I watching here?
I said, rewind it twice or just once?
You rewound it.
I kept going back. I'm like, what in the fuck? You need to watch Invincible. I texted everybody, watch Invincible. You gotta watch it. You gotta fucking watch Invincible.
The only reason why Invincible the show works is the same reason why Invincible the book worked when it happened, is because it was a subversion of the superhero trope.
Right.
It only works if there was history of superheroes all over the place, all over TV, and all of that other stuff. So it's essentially the same sort of situation. We've already had years and years of superhero movies and them playing it, playing it along the lane. Now you have a show or at least at the time, the comic that was saying, no, this.
Yeah, because Torrance, the way you reacted is the way readers reacted. Now, that scene happened differently in the books, right? Here's the thing. I feel the way they handled it in the show is better for the show. But I like the way it happened in comics, a little bit more mysterious. But that's the thing, because you're reading this standard comic book. You're like, oh, this is cool. It reminds me of the comics I read as a kid. This is cool. And then you get to the end of the first issue, you're like, oh shit. This is the comics, so the show had the same thing going on.
You know what?
Just wait till you find out what happens later.
Yeah. Oh, Torrance, it gets crazy.
It doesn't stop.
Let me tell you, so the scene with him and the father. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? What is wrong with this guy? Like, holy shit! Like, I'm scared to watch season 2. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, no, yeah. You know
what I had that the first time a comic book did that for me is when I can't remember how, I may have been 16, 14, 15. I was in Newberry Comics in Harvard Square, and I saw, what's this? Fist of the North Star.
Oh shit!
I pulled it down and I opened it up. And I got to the scene where he was putting his finger through his chest. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. What the fuck is this shit?
Looking around like,
what? He's putting his fingers in his chest? Like, what the fuck is it? That was a black and white graphic novel years ago. Like, Invincible fucked me up. It fucked me up. It totally it kind of fucked me up. Like, The Boys fucked me up. And the reason why I said that is because I saw The Boys before I saw Invincible. Yeah, obviously.
Well, I mean, The Boys aired before Invincible, so it makes sense.
It aired first.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Watchmen fucked me up a little bit. Because you're seeing these superheroes, like, this is what real superheroes, this is what people would be fucking doing. I was like, oh my God, this is mind-blowing. I'm like, I don't know. So from that episode on, hands are under my legs at the edge of my seat, watching Invincible, like, oh my fucking God, what the hell is going on? It's so trippy.
Yeah, man. So I hope they do the whole thing, and they even renewed it for 2 seasons already, 2 and 3. Yeah. 2's coming. Torrance, get ready. I'm gonna tell you this, Torrance, because Invincible is probably my favorite comic book. It's finished. The whole series is finished, right? I purposely have not read the final 6 issues because if I read it, I know it's the end, and I don't want it to be the end. So I'm gonna be in limbo, never reading that shit.
That was Image, right? Image Comics.
Yeah, that was back when Image was
Walking Dead.
I remember being in the comic store picking up copies of Invincible. I just never bought them because I should have. I was the guy who bought all the weird, obscure shit that nobody like. I had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before anybody knew what they were. Yeah. I was buying weird shit. I wasn't buying Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. I'd occasionally get those as gifts, but when I was paying for comics, I was buying all weird shit. Fucking Visionaries.
Oh wow, Visionaries, yeah.
When Visionaries came out, I went out. I got the fucking comics. I got the toys. I was watching the cartoon. Remember Cops?
I remember Cops. Yeah, man, Cops.
That was a good fucking comic.
Man, Cops was the shit.
Fucking comic. What's the other one? You guys can remind me. DC superhero Gold.
Booster Gold or Animal Man?
Booster Gold. Yeah. Booster Gold. Shit you guys have probably never heard of before. So, but anyway.
A little thing called Inuyasha.
Inuyasha, yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yo, Torrence, I can see you fucking with Heavy Metal magazine, man, because it had all that crazy shit going on in them.
I used to read Heavy Metal in the store. I'd go and I'd grab it and flip through it. I was hooked on the movie though. I watched both movies.
Shit, man.
My man.
Frack 2 was good. I love the second one too.
Second one was good
too. The second one's meh.
I watched it again last year. Again.
Here's the thing about the second one. I like the story, but the animation is not as good as the original.
No,
the original
it wasn't.
Was fucking good, man.
I'm like Kevin Eastman literally made a movie about his
wife. Yeah, that's right.
Nah, I'm sorry. It was silly.
Well, the first one was when they used to make those movies. They used to do all that rotoscoping.
Yeah,
you know. They did it with
Torrence. Remember Fire and Ice, man? Remember that?
Fire and Ice, yeah, Wizards. Man. Ralph Bakshi used to do that shit. It was dope.
Yeah, man. We don't get that shit anymore, you know.
No, man, you don't get that quality anymore. It's just the world.
It's hard to do.
Yeah,
yeah.
I will say though, speaking about like kind of techniques we don't see anymore, Manny, I didn't realize that Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio movie was stop motion. That's kind of cool, you know.
Well, there's been a renaissance of stop motion things for like there's that, and there was
Kubo.
What's his face? There's Kubo. The guys at Leica make a bunch of those sort of darker stop motion films.
What's the movie about the dogs on that island?
Isle of Dogs. That's by what's
Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. Yeah.
No, that's a good film. And so is what was the other one? The Fantastic Mr. Fox. It's another. Good one.
Yep. Fantastic. Yep. I actually liked Coraline when that came out.
Coraline's a good one. No, that was and then there's a new one that was done by the director of Nightmare Before Christmas, Whale and Wendell or something like that.
AKA not Tim Burton.
Yeah. No, it's funny because he directed that guy directed the Nightmare Before Christmas and the James and the Giant Peach, but people think it was Tim Burton.
Yeah, Tim Burton actually had a lot less to do with Nightmare Before Christmas than a lot of people think. He had the original source material, but like the interpretation was not him. And if you look at the original source material, it is a far cry from what they ended up with.
Yeah, it was definitely directed by that guy. It was just in the vein, like I'm sure he was very much in the vein, like proving things, but he wasn't there day to day directing.
Have you guys watched any Wednesday yet?
No.
I've heard mixed things, and I don't know if I want to like.
I actually like it.
Wait, which one?
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, I'm actually enjoying it. I think I'm 3 or 4 episodes
Wednesday.
in. Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Yeah. My daughter, she watched it like multiple times. She loves all that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not really not into Addams Family like that.
Same here.
So, I dug the remakes they did in the 90s, but I mean, I think I'm good.
Oh, Manny, real quick, do they have singing in that Pinocchio movie?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
God damn it! All right, never mind then. I'm not watching
they do have singing every so often.
Yeah, because you guys were talking about Nightmare Before Christmas. I wanted to like the movie, but that singing was it fucked me up.
There's only two or three songs in the Pinocchio film, but it's I would say that would probably be not a selling point for me.
No. Like literally, like let's stop the entire story so we could sing. I'm like, what are we doing here? I never liked the only musical I like was Little Shop of Horrors. That's the only one I like.
That's why they call it a musical.
Yeah, I know. I'm not down with that, man.
Have you guys watched
Willy Wonka?
What happened, Willy Wonka? No.
The first one.
That was the shit.
I know. I don't really care for that either. Yeah, I don't really care for that either.
Really?
There's only one.
Singing.
The singers are about fucking kids.
I've got another question for you.
There's a theory on that movie. There's actually a fun theory on that movie that essentially there's actually a fun theory about that movie where essentially that because of the all the coincidences that happened with Charlie Bucket, that literally it was Wonka that set it up for him to be the next to be the thing. That it's like if you look at what some of the things that people say, how he gets the golden ticket, the guy literally just gives him the one that's like in the display.
Right.
Maybe that it was a whole thing that was set up by Wonka that he was going to get it because he did a bunch of
sir.
Yeah, and there's also a belief that that the actual villain of the movie is actually the grandpa. Because if you notice, the guy obviously had the ability to get up out of the bed, and he gets a chocolate bar. He gets 2 chocolate bars for Charlie. And
how did he get them?
How did he get them? He didn't send the mother out. He didn't send anybody else. No, he walked out. So,
and then he's also the one that encouraged Charlie to get the fizzy drink.
Yeah, he's also the one that almost fucked it up for Charlie and told him not to give him the stuff. So in other words, that guy is like essentially, even though he's up to him, but he
wanted to sell the gun stopper.
He wanted to sell the gobstopper.
You're right.
He's like, yeah, let's sell it to Mr.
He's a villain.
Yeah,
Grandpa's a liar and a thief.
I'm still trying to find those Slugworth chocolates in the store. Anybody find them yet?
No, nobody does those Slugworth.
So here's a question.
It's all a subsidiary of Wonka.
It was Hershey. It was Hershey because Nestle is the one that funded everything. So Slugworth worked for Hershey.
I'm willing to bet that. You remember you could buy Wonka bars in the store.
Yeah,
that was real. Yeah, that was real.
It's actually, it was a book first, but it was like it was
licensed. Dolls. What's his name? The Bob Dole, Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
You know, when I used to buy those chocolate bars in the store, I was hoping I'd find a golden ticket.
Shit.
Yeah.
Here's the question.
What do you do with a chocolate factory?
Yeah. What's the question?
Sell chocolate and buy things. So here, and I know Manny and probably Brett are going to say yes. Have you guys heard of Meat Canyon? Or Meat Cannon? Is it Meat Canyon? Meat Cannon?
What?
Hold on.
Meat Cannon?
Torrence making shit up now.
No,
I've heard this. I've heard of it. I don't know where I've heard of it, but I've heard
Hold on.
The name.
It's Meat Canyon.
Okay.
Meat Canyon. I need you to go to YouTube and watch his videos. The guy is fucking outrageous. I'm going to send you a link to one of his videos that I send to everybody to introduce him to Meat Canyon. It's called Stink Fiend. Okay, I want you to watch this. It's going to become a conversation point.
A conversation we could have on YouTube.
There you go. There you go. Watch Meat Canyon.
Meat Canyon. What the fuck?
It's hilarious. Hilarious. My kind of humor.
You know what's funny? Like with these
influencers.
I
know about this.
Yeah, Torrence, I want your take on this, man. I find the whole world of influencers interesting because you could have motherfuckers that have like 5 million, 6 million followers, and you've never heard of them.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Yeah, like back when we were growing up, right? Like when it comes to pop culture, even if you didn't like something, you knew about it, right? Because things were smaller. Like when Seinfeld ended, everybody knew about that shit, right? Now you have like these communities, again, these people, 10 million followers, 20 million. You've never heard of these motherfuckers.
Right.
But it's because they've established their niche. Like,
it's very interesting how that works.
They've already they have their little niche, but the one problem with a lot of these influencers is the fact that they cannot get out of doing the same thing over and over again. You look at guys like Angry Video Game Nerd. He can't break the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Well, he's Cinemassacre now.
Well, even that is not doing it's doing enough for him, but it's like he can't not do. What brings the numbers is him doing Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yes, it's interesting how that works. By the way, speaking about that, Manny, so somebody posted like a picture of like 9 influencers, right? And they were like, if you can only hang out with 5 of these. I'm like, I don't know any of these fucking people, right?
Yeah.
And then like about a week later, they posted another one, but it was like a lot of video game influencers. I'm like, oh, I know most of them. One of them was Angry Video Game person, whatever. And then somebody was like, and then somebody replied to me, I never heard of these people. So it's just interesting how everybody lives in their own world. And then Manny, remember we saw this with Chris too, the fucking Angry Video Game Nerd movie. Remember that shit?
Yeah, there was that. Yeah, like, he made enough money to make a movie. No, but the thing about it is that all those influencers on there, like I knew at least 3 of them, and some of them I've actually. I know who they are, but and I also met a few of them just in passing.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I don't want to hang out with any of them.
No, not really. But is it cheating? Because the reason I know most of them is because most of them have been on Metal Jesus' show, so it's kind of like a circle or whatever. But they had that guy Adam likes, the RGT dude. He was part of that as well,
Reggie was on there, and
but that other one I saw, it's like I'm like, I don't know who these fucking people are. Marky Pryor, who the fuck is that?
Markiplier, I know who that is.
The Beast or something like that. The Beast Is it Beast or Final Beast or something?
Mr. Beast.
Who's the other one? James Franco. I'm like, isn't he fucking, the Spider-Man
He's
movies?
the Green Goblin.
Yeah, he's the Green Goblin.
Mr. Beast has 100 million followers.
Yeah. Okay. My kids are watching it, and I'm like,
he's got a YouTube plaque that nobody else has.
Who the fuck is Mr. Beast? I've heard that name.
Mr. Beast makes the best fucking YouTube videos. He's always giving money away. So here's how dope Mr. Beast is. I love this dude. Okay, he can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. He did the Squid Game in real life and had all these people come and do the Squid Game in real life.
So he's just some rich
delivery guy, $10,000.
Like, I'm serious.
Yeah.
What is he about? What's he do?
He gives people money. He does these crazy videos, and he gives people money. He gives away cars. He gives poor people shit. He'll go to Walmart and buy everything.
How do you get the money?
He YouTube videos.
There's a story about how he got story somewhere about how he got rich, but with I want you to think about this though, because as far as I'm concerned, he makes the greatest content on YouTube. He has 100 million subscribers.
That's crazy. Almost all his videos.
And by the way, he wasn't rich to start. Like he was like on a single family,
Didn't he just recently surpass PewDiePie too?
He's the biggest YouTuber out there.
Yeah.
If you take somebody like Marcus Brownlee, right, who's got 10 million followers on YouTube, who makes millions of dollars per year with 10 million subscribers, think about how much Mr. Beast makes.
That's great.
Yeah, Tony, it started out like I saw a clip of him talking about how he's he got advertisers and shit onto his channel after he'd kind of made a name for himself. And he started convincing people to give away money, and people would be like, "Oh, we'll give away 8,000." He's like, "No, you want to give away 10,000. Trust me, it sounds better. You're going to get way more hits. You're going to get your returns." So he's actually a really smart in terms of like advertising, right? So he started leveraging the views with the payout, and the payout got views, and then he kind of became famous for. He's the dude that like gave away a house, and it became this increasingly bigger and bigger thing. But with his own popularity came his own money and his ability to give away even more shit, and it just kind of compounded onto itself.
He's giving cars away.
What was he doing before that? What got him to that point?
Who the fuck knows?
So he's been on YouTube since he was like 12.
Okay,
and he started doing Let's Plays. He was a little kid.
Okay,
doing Let's Plays and stuff. And then he started doing viral videos. He did videos. He literally has a video counting to like 100,000 or 500,000, like some random ass shit, right? Or saying like PewDiePie like 100,000 times, like random ass stuff that just blew up a little bit. And then he made money off of that, and he started investing on himself. And then he made more money, and then he started giving out a fucking car or 10 grand or 5 grand. And then after that, he started giving out houses and then fucking islands. And then fucking private
island. Yeah, it's no joke.
Now
that's crazy.
He bought out a whole dealership and gave all the cars away.
Wow, that's nuts.
And he fucks with his staff too. His staff gets benefits too, but he likes to fuck with his staff. He'll have you do stuff like stay in a room. Whoever stays in the room the longest wins without leaving, or touch a box, put your finger on a box. He does weird, crazy shit. He had a room where he had 2 giant rooms. One was filled with men and one was filled with women. And whoever lasted the longest got so much money or whatever. You got to watch his fucking Squid Game, his real life Squid Game. He recreated the sets from the movie almost perfectly, and then had people. He wouldn't really kill them, obviously, but you would die if you didn't pass the test. He did the whole thing where you did the where they walked up. What's the name of that game?
Green light. Yeah.
What?
Like green light.
Yeah, red light, green light. He did that. He did the one where they walk across the glass and fall. Yeah. And you can fall. He did that. He did the tug of war. Did he do it? I think he did the tug of war too.
He did the tug of war. Yeah. I
was like, how's he going to do this? Like, how high up are they really? Are they really that high, or is it just an optical illusion? It's fucking amazing. He does amazing fucking shit. If you start watching Mr. Beast, you will not stop. It's entertaining.
Is it just like stunts? Is that all he does? Like,
no.
I'm just saying, like, he's not like, is he like providing any information or insight or?
So Tony, let me put you this way: the man crafts viral videos on demand.
Yeah,
he knows what it takes to go viral, and he can just do it on command.
And it's entertaining.
Respect to him, I guess. That's
it's entertaining.
Yeah,
it
doesn't sound like my kind of content, but respect to him, you know.
Watch the Squid. If you've seen the movie The Squid Game,
I didn't bother with that either.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about that.
Tony hates everything. Did you forget this?
No, Tony doesn't hate everything.
Does it have to have a fucking superhero?
No,
not really.
Or a barbarian or a warrior.
It does have to have some kind of cool shit like that, though.
Well, Squid Game has cool shit.
Yeah,
he needs
I said this before. I'm like,
shit.
I barely watch American shows. I'm gonna just suddenly watch some foreign shit. Like,
it's better than American shows. That's what makes it good.
Yeah, man.
People die.
You're not gonna sell him on it. You're not gonna sell him on it.
I know. I don't know why I tried.
I know this guy most of my life. He would not watch Squid Game.
No, I still remember for like a fucking year, everybody was telling me, you gotta watch Spider-Verse. I finally watched it. The movie was not that good. You know? So
there's also two factors for Tony on there. Anything animated that is, like animated, he has an aversion to.
No, kiddie animated.
Actually,
children's animation.
Yeah,
because I saw Avatar. I loved Avatar. That's all fucking animated. Let's be real.
Family entertainment,
right?
Or stuff that's for kids that he.
If there's cute characters in it, you won't watch.
There are things that will get across the line, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is by.
And that was pretty borderline too.
That's a kid show.
Absolutely, that was a tough show to get through. Like,
what about The Incredibles?
I didn't like that at all. That was my breaking point. I'm like, I'm not watching any more of these fucking movies. Don't take me to these movies anymore.
Yeah,
that was my breaking point. I'm like, I'm not watching this fucking shit. This is stupid.
No, he doesn't like like any of the Pixar films. He doesn't care for. But if it's an anime film, you can get him to watch.
Of course, you got fucking people killing each other,
like you and Miyazaki Miyazaki films ride that line because they might seem a little.
Miyazaki's films were so good.
It was hard to get Tony to see Princess Mononoke when it originally came out.
And then because I finally did see it. No, because I was like, because I knew Miyazaki, and I've seen some of the stuff like Totoro. I'm like, I don't really care about that. So we went to the theater because I actually had it in the theater. Went to see Princess Mononoke. It's fucking dope. It was fucking brutal. I loved it. I loved that movie.
I knew that one would work for one reason, because it wasn't. It was more of a straightforward sort of film, not kiddie. It was a little bit meant for young, but it also was normal sort of anime.
That's a lot of blood in that.
He-Man swordsman in it. You're fine.
Yeah, you can get that's I knew that one could get through, but it was just about getting Tony past that line. Like, we're gonna go see a Miyazaki film.
I mean, here's a good point.
You mean the Totoro guy and the Kiki's Delivery Service guy?
I mean, Tony probably hates Ferngully but loves Avatar, and they're pretty much the same.
I like Ferngully. Ferngully was good. It was good animation.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was good animation. You can't doubt that.
Ferngully is.
By the way, that whole knocking like, Avatar is just a Ferngully. Every movie is just like another movie, right? Like, for example, The Northman, which is I heard is a really good movie. That's just The Lion King, which is also Macbeth. So every movie is ripping off of something else. So that's a really weak fucking excuse. I noticed a lot of people who hate Avatar don't actually. No, dude, every movie is a rip off of something else, man. There's nothing original. You know that.
Art imitates art.
Exactly. So that's a weak fucking thing. It's just, you know what it is? And Torrence, I was thinking about this too. Avatar made even though it's the biggest movie out there, it made no cultural impact, really, no memes or nothing, but people hate it. You know what it is? Because it's the biggest. Everybody hates whatever's on top. It's just an instinctual thing. I hate this movie. Like, why do you hate it?
You do that?
No, I think for myself, bro.
Wait, which Avatar?
The James Cameron one.
Any one of them.
Yeah.
The first one, the second one?
The first one.
The first one was cool because of the 3D and the special effects, but the story it's just the fucking it's the Pocahontas in space.
But again, that's a weak fucking thing to say, man. Like, every movie is something else. If you think about it.
I think to be honest, I think what gets people to go with Cameron is because he knows the right amount of stuff to give people to where it's like, okay, it's pretty enough and it's got a simple enough story for you to go watch and you sit and absorb.
It's a movie for normies. By the way, Manny, I appreciate the fact that you have some James Cameron blue lighting going on there. Very good.
It's night. I have to have blue moonlighting.
Like in James Cameron movies, like it's not dark; it's just blue. You know?
Yeah, it's just blue. No, but I mean, I think that's what his films are like. They're spectacles, but they're also like they're not so complicated to the point where it's gonna scare people away. In other words, it's not so smart that it makes you feel stupid.
Yeah. By the way, Avatar.
Terminator is the right amount of smart.
The right amount of smart.
The right amount of smart to make you feel like you did some work, but not so smart where it just goes over a regular person's head.
Yeah, I will say this about Way of Water. It was refreshing seeing a movie that didn't have modern politics in it. Thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a male character that's actually competent. He's not a bumbling buffoon. Like they all seem to be now. You know?
I mean, it did have the environmental messages, but he's all into that environmental.
Yeah.
It's very on the nose in that movie. It's like whaling. Come on,
Tony.
Okay.
What's up, Brett?
I think that's a good distinction because, like, it's not that it didn't have progressive ideas. It's the way that presented them were not amped. Like, you have plenty of strong females in that movie, right?
Yeah.
Like
Natiri, the other lady.
But pretty much every female that was in the movie was kind of a badass. Yeah, but they all earned it.
They all earned it, and here's the thing, and they didn't have to put the men down to be elevated. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, strong female characters, that's been a James Cameron thing since the beginning. You know, but you're right, Brett. That's what it is. If you're gonna inject these ideas, not to get too political about it, do it artfully. They used to do that.
Do it well.
Yeah, do it well. They used to do it well back in the day. Now it's just no. They literally say no. They don't understand this. We got to really put it in their face what we're trying to tell them.
I'm taking this as what I'm going to start calling the Elden Ring syndrome. Right? Like, people are so worried that you're going to miss some beat of the thing that they're laying down, and everything here's the thing, everything anybody does in art is intentional, right? But so many people are afraid that something that you put there on purpose isn't going to be gotten right, and people may take it the wrong way or superimpose their own ideas, so they're going to spell it out for you because, quite frankly, they think that you're an idiot.
Yep, that's what it is.
I think that's the problem, because you start talking down to your audience, even the best message kind of gets fucked up.
I think the thing about it is, again, it's like the movie doesn't really talk down to you. It sort of just gives you the information and doesn't. Both movies, none of those movies really talk down to you. They just sort of, you're a part of the journey as opposed to having to over explain what the journey is. And I feel like that's a big problem with a lot of modern films. It's just, again, I think they want to be they want to be smart movies, but then they think that everybody's stupid.
Well, like case in point, right? Like, they could have very easily made it so that, and I forget everybody's name in this movie, so you have to forgive me, but like the mom, right? They could have easily made it so, on Pandora, they have a culture where men do the hunting, and she's the odd one out, and she has to stand up. And then when they go to meet with the other,
hey, by the way, the movie just came out, and a lot of people.
Yeah, you might want.
Let's not spoil it.
I'm not spoiling. I'm not spoiling. That's why I just said, when she meets other people, they could also be like, well, that's not a woman's place, blah, 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 but they don't. They normalize it. They say, females are strong in this culture. They're equal to the men. They also go out hunting.
I mean,
they're just genuinely badass, and that's normal.
I mean, Natiri at one point in the movie is fighting when she's pregnant.
So is Kate Winslet throughout most of the movie. That was her, by the way, though, the water girl. And by the way, that's not a spoiler. Girl. You see her in the trailer. She's pregnant as fuck, kicking ass. That's cool. Yeah.
You normalize it.
Yeah.
You don't need to say, hey, this is...
Exactly. What's up?
What did you guys think of Prey?
Trash.
I didn't
absolute fucking trash.
It was good. It was fun.
A terrible fucking movie that was. You mean to tell me, and I'll spoil this movie because this movie's just fucking bad. You mean to tell me this 90-pound girl could go up against a predator like nothing. Meanwhile, a predator kicked the fuck out of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And come on,
but that was a season. This guy was not a season.
Yeah. No, time out. She didn't go up against the predator. If the predator got his hands on her, she was dead.
She was climbing him and stabbing him and shit. She she was doing all this crazy stuff, and the predator himself was a fucking idiot, right? Okay,
yeah, training.
No,
Torrence, I've been down this road.
When you see the 2010, that's what they were following because they shows that they drop them off for training. Okay. If they can do their training there, then they can make it. So
yeah, but he's supposed to be a skill hunter, for example, right?
No, he isn't.
No, I don't know. That's fucking headcanon shit you're doing right now.
No, it's not.
That was in the movie.
We talked about this last time.
Yeah.
He is unbloodied, and it is shown in every other Predator movie that they only use the weapons that their opponents use. They've gone over that several times.
No, but they don't. They do it smart. In the first Predator movie, right? He took the guys out one by one. This guy, he's running at bullets. He's fighting bears. I'm like, Predators don't do shit like that. They hide from the shadows.
Wait, time out, Tony. I think you.
And then the way he died too. Come on now.
Dude,
wait,
Tony,
stop. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say this, and Brett probably knows what I'm going to say. You do realize that Prey, the whole concept was that was the first time the Predator had been on that planet.
We don't know that.
Yes, it's in the movie.
Okay, so you know what? Let's go with that. So you mean to tell me they've never been on any other planets doing the same shit, and they haven't learned for thousands of years?
No, they have. I'm just talking about Earth's creatures. Yeah. Every time he saw an animal, the first thing he would do is scan it, see its threat, and try it out because he had never seen those animals before, and he never confronted humans before either. So he didn't know how badass humans could be. He went into it like, what the fuck, humanoids.
Dude, the point with
bullets are bullets. You don't run at them. Predators. You know, you don't run at them. You see a fucking bear. You have ranged weapons. You're gonna take it out from afar.
Tony. You know? That's the point, though. A bear doesn't have ranged weapons, so a predator to fight a bear with ranged weapons is a dishonorable kill. Yeah, you only use the weapons that your opponent has. A bear has claws. That's why he fought it with claws. You'd kill the apex predator with its own weapons to show that you are the superior organism.
Yeah, that's fucking
that bear kicked his ass at first.
Yeah, but again, if you're going to be a smart hunter, right?
It's not about being a smart hunter. That's the whole point of getting bloodied in the first place. You can be smarter. They have superior technology, but a predator fights primally. They fight with the weapons that their opponent has because it's a show of pride.
How come Arnold Schwarzenegger is the predator and pull out a machine gun and wipe
because, dude, the whole Predator, the whole movie.
If they're supposed to fight with the thing, how come the other Predator in Danny
that's
Glover
a weak excuse, man.
Gave Danny Glover the gun?
Yeah.
How come he didn't just pull out the musket and shoot him in the head?
Wait. Let's go deep. Okay, let's go deep.
Okay, real quick before we move on. The first Predator movie, he was hunting covert ops. You guys realize that, right?
Yeah.
So the whole hiding and murdering people was because he was hunting things who hid and murdered people.
Well, he wasn't hunting covert ops because he was killing gorillas in the forest before the covert ops.
That's also true.
Gorillas.
That's what gorillas do, though.
Yeah. By the way, gorillas, not gorillas.
Yeah.
Gorillas. Yeah.
Because remember, they went to a village. They had massacred the village, and then when they went over there, they found somebody who lived in the village and said, "Yeah, these bad people came, but then this other thing came and killed those bad people." And so there's something.
Prey was fucking terrible. I didn't like. He's like,
I didn't bother with Prey.
You don't bother. The missed opportunity. It would have been so cool if they had like an entire like Indian tribe try to kill the predator, and they do instead of just when this little girl.
They did have a bunch try to fight it. They
did,
but they were trying. They were going there, and then they were like, "No, it's just the girl."
No, they were fighting him. She jumped in.
Tony, I would be right there with you if she actually went hand to hand with the predator. But
she jumped on top of him and started stabbing him. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
But the reason why she was able to jump on him and stab him is because she outsmarted him, just like Danny
because
Glover
he's a fucking idiot. That's why he's a dumbass predator. Look at the way he took him. Look at the way she took him out. You're like, okay, I'm gonna aim my thing. My helmet's got to be somewhere, but I'm gonna just shoot it and hope for the best. What? That's fucking dumb. Right. You know,
I can't agree with you. I can't agree with you because the way these predators work, when they go to a planet, it is a rite of passage for them. Yeah. Okay, you go and you hunt and you kill things and you come back and you're honored. And a lot of times, I mean, all the time when they go to these planets, especially even if you go with the old movies, they're fighting. They know how in the older movies, they know how badass the humans are. Okay, they know how badass the aliens are. this movie, this is what I got from this movie, is this was the Predator's first encounter with those Earthlings and those Earth creatures. Every time he encountered a creature, whether it was a snake or a wolf or a bear, he would scan it and get data from it because he had never seen it. They didn't even, it was no database on it, no knowledge.
You're telling me they've never seen other planets or similar, because even predators are not that dissimilar from humans.
Not this one. Tony, did you notice that his mask didn't have the burn mark in it? He's unbloodied. That's what that means. That means he's never been on a hunt before.
You really need to see the 2010
So he didn't do
one.
it like any training before this? Like nobody taught him? Like,
basic stuff.
No, that's the whole point. Is that they're and trust me, I'm a Predator nerd, right? I'm not saying the movie was good. I'm just saying it was bad for other reasons, right?
Okay, fair enough.
This was an unbloodied Predator. They themselves had never been out. And this is a Spartan culture, right? They send them out there and they're like, hunt or die. We don't really care which of the two you do. Just do one of the two. It's like, send them out to Spartans out to hunt a wolf, right? He's going there because they've identified the planet as having several apex predators, and he has to go there and claim trophies from the apex predators using their own weapons and battle tactics against them. You can't come back dishonored by using superior technology on your quarry. You can't. That's
even
not the way to get
even though he did against the humans.
He didn't. No, he didn't use superior.
Like humans didn't have those kind of nets and shit that kind of shrink. Yeah, come on.
Tony, several times he killed humans with their own weapons.
Yeah, he did. And that was okay. But again, he ran at bullets. He wasn't smart about it. You know?
They're not supposed to. Since when are predators smart about it?
Have you not seen the first 2 movies? I don't count the other ones.
No, but Tony, you got to understand. He came to that planet at a time when there was no technology, gunpowder and lead. There's no computers. There's no technology. He couldn't even fucking mimic their fucking voices. They didn't have all that shit.
But so he was still getting hurt by these things. He'd be like,
right, because that's part of the learning experience. And Brett, here's the only thing that infuriated me about the movie that really pissed me off. Because, as you know, Brett, that gun that Predator took, that they took at the end, that's the same gun from Predator 2.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I have a problem with that.
So here's my issue with that. If you watch the end credit scene, the Predators, the ones that send the Predators to the planets to do the rite of passage, they came to the planet and confronted the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Okay. So my thing is like, okay, Greyback, and I know you know who Greyback is. Was he on that ship, and how did they kill them all? Did he take the gun from them? How did he get the gun? That's what pissed me off. It was a perfect opportunity to link all that shit together to show Greyback. You know, I'm like, come on, let's go. Fucking animated sequence. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no. Apparently, according to the director, and this is where they got me, like, it seems like they had good people on staff who knew the lore and were advising correctly. It's just where it went from there seems off, because like the whole reason they changed the Predator model was they're like, oh, he's from a different hemisphere of the same planet. Bitch, I don't give a shit. The Predators are genetically engineered, right? There shouldn't be genetic variance among them because they go to maybe among clans because of the different DNA they've absorbed by going through the universe. Because that's the whole thing that they do is they murder everything, and then when something can murder them, they harvest its DNA, slice it back into their own until they can murder that thing and then move on. Right? They're supposed to be a different way to get to the end goal of the perfect biological killing machine. And they want to be the perfect biological killing machine. They just use the aid of technology to get there. But their end goal is the same. And that's where the whole like classic Alien versus Predator thing came, is it's two ways to get to the same place. One is being on a savage planet because the old canon for Alien was that, you know, the planet that they ended up being on was so fucking savage that it developed the world's most deadly organism, right? So you have environment pressuring into one, and then you have self-directed evolution on the other side. But they're supposed to be two sides of the same coin. So this whole idea of like, well, we're going to make him different because he's from a different hemisphere. We're going to give him a bone mask. Like, that's what really infuriates me is they have shit in there, like they specifically don't have him marked, masked or unmasked, as bloodied. Right? Somebody fucking thought of that. So somebody told him and he went, all right. And then somebody went, that's not what a Predator looks like, and went, yeah, but you know what? I'm doing it different this time. Like, I don't fucking understand the rhyme or reason of this shit. but the problem was clearly the director and not the fact checkers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, this is a quick aside. Not with the movie, but it's still annoying because I didn't like the Predator's like face too much. It was too much CG. Then I saw some behind the scenes. It was an animatronic face, right? It looked fucking awesome. I'm like, why didn't you just keep that? You know,
because he wanted to put his own impression.
Yeah,
this is the Superman giant spider in Wild Wild West.
Oh God, here we go.
Again, man.
Yeah, here we go.
Right?
Yeah, I'm like the animatronic Predator looked fucking dope. It looked better than the original one because obviously we have better technology.
But it looked like a Predator, and they wouldn't have been able to be like, "That's me."
Yeah, and then they will throw all this other shit on there. I'm like, fuck.
Well, look, I don't want to see any more of these type of Predator movies. They need to do what they were supposed to do after, if you've read the comics, when the girl went to the Predator planet and they trained the girl to be a Predator. We need to go to the Predator planet. Plain and simple. I don't care if the whole movie's subtitled. We got to go to the Predator planet and see how everything is put together. We got to see the females, the males, how they're born, all their technology. Have them go to different planets. That's what we need to see. I don't want to see any more movies.
Are from. That's where
that's what I need to see. That's what I need. I loved it. I thought it was way better than the last one. Obviously, I thought it was
fucking shit.
That last one was pure comedy.
Was no good.
Prey is a masterpiece compared to that shit. What a terrible fucking movie that was.
Yeah, I don't know how they got so far. Like the core concept of the Predators prove themselves against the aliens like before they get their highest warrior status. Like that seems fair. How they fucked up that simple concept on so many different occasions, I'm never going to understand.
Mighty Nerd says there's only one Predator movie, and that has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
No, I'm sorry. You cannot discount Predator 2.
Predator 2 was cool, man. I like Predator 2. You know,
Predator 2 was good. Here's my question though: if we released Predator 1 today, how many of us would be bitching about what you just cover yourself in mud? Come on, that's superior alien technology. That's bullshit ending.
I thought that was bullshit when I saw it originally when I was a kid.
Yeah, but I was a kid when I saw it.
It hides what are you talking about? It's hiding my heat, the heat of my body.
Oh man! All right, I think that's a good place to end this on, man. This is a fun show, unexpected, man. We just talked about whatever. Nothing happened in gaming anyway. Whatever, you know.
We just became the pop culture down.
The only thing that happened in gaming is Elden Ring getting more awards than The Last of Us 2 and people losing their fucking minds.
Yeah, of course they are. Fuck that shit, man. You know, by the way, real quick, but Torrence, I gotta ask you that, man. The Last of Us show. Are you gonna watch that shit? The Last of Us TV show?
Oh, well, yeah. There's a show. No, actually, it might even be good. I'm gonna watch it. If it's anything like Walking Dead, I'm done.
That's my problem. Like that's why I decided I don't want to play these games anymore. Like, I don't want to do
It's gotta be grittier. It's gotta be grittier.
Look, here's what I need. I need the next season of The Boys. I need the next season of Invincible. I need the next season of fucking we were just talking about Peacemaker. I'm good.
This year's supposed to be loaded with TV and movies. We're supposed to get Dune 2. We're supposed
give me that shit. Let's fucking go.
I love Dune.
Dune was fantastic, man.
That's another one.
Maybe Avatar 3.
That's next year. That's next year.
Avatar, no, isn't Avatar 3 coming out in
it's 2024.
December?
They already had they had their Marvel style timeline, like every 2 years.
Phase 10.
Yeah, but this year for me, Dune 2 and Oppenheimer. That's the shit I want to see, man. Christopher Nolan, let's fucking go, man.
Yeah, he can do no wrong.
Yeah, no, that guy is fucking he's awesome. Actually, those are two dopest directors right now, Christopher Nolan and Denis Villeneuve.
Have you seen The Prestige yet?
The Prestige?
Please tell me you saw the Magic movies when they came out.
No, I need to see that because the first Nolan
got to see it.
Because the first Nolan movie I saw was Batman Begins. I didn't see anything before that. But I do want to check them out though.
You haven't seen Memento?
No, I haven't seen it.
Get the fuck out of here, man!
No, but I do want to see them. That's the difference,
Wait. Here's the thing, though. I think Memento might be a hard sell.
No, I like that because the fact is backwards. That's a good concept.
No, but I'm saying it's not really about anything fantastical.
No, it's not. Well, it kind of is because I know the story already. It kind of is.
I'll get you to watch it, even if you're not interested.
No, I do want to watch it. What are you talking about?
Just listen. Here's my
Tony, why aren't you interested?
Wait. Listen. Carrie Ann Moss is in it.
Oh, in her prime though.
Yep.
Because that's not a selling point nowadays. But back in the day, yeah.
Let's not talk about that last non-canon film,
Matrix 4.
I watched that shit. I watched this shit. I'm like, there is no fucking way this is canon. They did that for a check. I would have played Morpheus.
They say it in the movie. They did it for a check.
Yeah, I was like, I sat down. I was like, let's go, and I'm watching. I'm like, come on, where's the cool stuff? Where's the cool kung fu? With the story's stupid. What do you mean they're back? Like, what? He's a game developer. What is this stupid shit?
They were going based off of the game. They were following the.
Give me the 2.5 hours of my life back. Oh my god!
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, but then I'm glad he wasn't in it because it just the movie sucked.
Yeah,
the movie
he wasn't even approached about it for anything. He said,
"Wow."
He said he would have done
He's like, man, I would have lost the weight for that.
Well, let's be honest. I understand why his character wasn't in it. I get it. It actually made sense. I mean, if this was how many years into the future? 30, 40? I can't remember. So there's no reason why Morpheus should have been alive. I mean,
but Neo doesn't have a good memory, and he can't make they can't make a Morpheus that looks almost exactly like Lawrence Fishburne.
Well, it was an AI Morpheus.
AI Morpheus could have looked exactly like real.
I mean, yeah, you could have, but I mean, do we want it because we love Lawrence Fishburne or we love Morpheus the way he was?
In the movie. The movie still would have been bad. It wouldn't matter.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I like that actor, movie. But Dr. Manhattan, new Dr. Manhattan, but Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah. Anyway, Torrence, man, I want to thank you for being on, brother.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'll see you in 6 months.
Yeah, well, people can't even find you nowhere anymore, can they? Like,
he's removed himself from the internet.
I deleted my Twitter account.
The SDFU and Play one is still around, by the way.
What's this now? What?
The SDFU and Play one is still around.
The Twitter account.
The Twitter account's still there.
There was a Twitter account for SDFU and Play?
Man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jesus.
I looked it up the other day and I saw it literally ended about when, because you stopped posting on, because you used to post directly on there, and that one had all the views.
Let me tell you about old man disease.
Yeah. You don't even remember the password on that one.
I didn't even remember we had an SDFU and Play Twitter account.
Yes, we do. Don't delete it, man.
I'm not, dude. I don't even. I can't access it. I can't because it's probably tied to a shut the fuck up and play email address.
Yeah, it's actually a nice time capsule to what we were doing at the time.
I'll have to look it up and read some of that shit. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with Twitter. I'm heavily on Instagram now, though.
Oh shit!
You're on the other. You're on the other evil empire.
Because see, here's the difference between Twitter and Instagram, and I think I mentioned this before. Twitter is a cesspool of toxicity. Mm-hmm. Instagram, you just post videos and pictures and you laugh and you keep it moving. That's it. There's no arguments. Yeah, you get some videos where there's crazy stuff in the comment section, but you don't. It's not about the comment. Yeah, you see the picture and you keep it moving. Okay.
I mean that it's funny. That's actually how I because I'm the type of person who doesn't automatically read things as soon as I see it.
Yeah.
So when I go to Twitter, I only click on the pictures.
Yeah.
I don't even see any of the. None of the words. Any of the words mean anything to me. I'm like, oh, it's got a picture.
Right.
That's what I'll look at it.
Right.
Same with Instagram.
Don't you have some videos on YouTube though? Your fishing stuff, Torrence?
I have my fishing stuff. I still post Destiny 2 videos on VG Warzone if you want a good laugh. And I'm the media marketing manager for Elite Kayak Fishing now. So we've been getting sponsors. We got like sponsor money for this season.
So you're applying your knowledge as a video game entrepreneur.
Yeah, pretty much
to the fishing realm.
Yeah.
When's the game coming out?
No, it's not a game, man. This is the real deal, man. We got all these lakes planned out. We got the whole schedule planned out. It's fucking great. We have a major fishing YouTuber that's fishing our trail this season because he flies to New York from California every year. So we said, hey, fly out during our tournament and you can get on our tournament. So he's going to be on our tournament. That's fun shit.
Tournament? What like to catch certain fish or
you catch bass? You put them on a scale, you measure them, and you release them, and you submit it on an app, and you win money, big prizes.
There you go. Yeah, Torrence, you should make a video game called Torrence Bass Fishing.
Torrence Bassmaster. I don't know.
Davis Bassmaster.
just even thinking about that, I'm like, oh, video games, no.
That shit.
Yeah,
like, you've gone all semi low tech.
Yeah. Oh no, I haven't gone low tech, but there will be a time when I will pick up a controller, especially during this winter, and be like, I really want to play this, and I'll play it, and I'll be done for who knows how long. Because I still go back and play shit. I've been really thinking about going and doing Mass Effect 3 because I didn't finish that. So I'm like, I need to finish Mass Effect 3. It won't take me that long.
Damn, you've been talking about this for like 12 years now.
No, I finished. You remember, it wasn't too long ago I finished Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
And I made sure not to update my Xbox so I can play Mass Effect 3 and see the original ending.
Torrence, you don't have any kids, right?
I get pissed off at it.
Yeah. Huh? What'd you say?
You don't have any kids, right? You don't have any kids, right?
He's 26 years old.
26. Oh, he's an older one. All right.
Yeah. Working, living with his girlfriend, So
you're like glad you're gone.
Yeah. I go to the Caribbean, so I fell back in love with Aruba. So
oh shit, nice.
I'll be going there twice a year, twice this year. It's just great to just shut everything off and eat and drink good food and work out every day and be in the water, and it's great.
See, you know the way of water.
Yeah. I've embraced my old manness. I've embraced it. I've accepted it. It is what it is.
Shoot, not me. I go roller skating. Went roller skating twice this week.
Manny, how old are you?
Me, I'm 42 now.
And you said you were 45?
I'm 45.
Brett, how old are you?
38.
Yeah, you guys. And Tony, you're 42?
Yeah, 42, yeah.
So, y'all, it hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen.
Carlos is 18.
Yeah.
It's gonna have. So let me just give you one thing before we go to make you understand the whole old man stuff. Things start to happen, and you're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck's happened to me?" I will just give you one. Okay. I bought a set of Pyrex snapware at Costco. If you cook, if you store, it's glass with these plastic snap covers. Bought a whole set. I have 2 of the round bowls and 2 of the round snapware covers. So I'm going and I clean up the dishes and I have 2 bowls and I have 1 cover. And I'm looking all over the place for this cover. I'm like, I lost a fucking snapware cover. How's that even possible that I could lose an entire cover that's like 6-inch diameter? How do you lose that? I looked everywhere. Cabinets everywhere. I'm like, let me go to the website and just order a cover and watch. As soon as I order the cover, I'm going to find it. I go online, I order the cover. So then I'm in the kitchen and I'm looking for something else, another pot or a pan. So, and this is the part another issue with being tall. So I go in my shelf, my cabinet, which is down by the floor. It's a lower cabinet. I open it up and I'm going through there because I'm looking for a giant bowl to put a big salad in. What's in there?
The fucking lid.
The fucking lid. Okay. And I'm like, man. I just ordered the lid. They charged my card. Now I have an extra lid and no Pyrex bowl to put the lid on.
You couldn't cancel the order real quick? Like,
it was too late.
Damn.
That's just one of the many things. You want another one? Any coffee drinkers here?
Oh, yeah.
Me? I'm drinking my coffee.
Okay, I got a few coffee ones. You know how you have the coffee maker, and then you got the filter. You put the filter in, you put the coffee in the filter, and you pour the water or whatever.
I have a Brewmaster, no filter.
So, I go in, and I open it up. I take the filter out to clean it, and I clean it, and I'm doing all these other things, and I go, and then I put the coffee in the coffee maker. Without the filter.
Without the filter.
I got more.
Well, you need to go. You need to go with the coffee master that Adam has.
Yeah, I don't have no filter because
and also Adam, hold up your cup. Show him the genius of your cup.
Oh, my cup, and it's got this magnetic cork bomb.
Oh, it is. Oh, does it?
And then it's got a little lid.
It's got a little cover on there so you don't spill it on yourself.
It's like
does it keep it warm?
Oh yeah,
it'll keep it warm. Yeah, it does everything. I love it.
It'll keep it warm, and if you won't need to find a coaster because it has a magnetic.
It already
coaster.
has it on the bottom, and it's magnetic, so you just
pull it off when you clean it.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I thought when you said when you get to that age, you were going to talk about hair growing out the ears because that's what my wife.
Oh no, I have that. I shave my ears every few months.
You do? Oh, see, so what age did that happen? Because my wife is.
I'm now 52, and I first noticed this when I was 49 or 50, and it's fucking annoying. Because once you it grows thick enough where you look like you have old man ears, and you shave it, it grows back thicker and faster.
Oh man,
it sucks.
Now the thing I find most cruel is like I lost all my hair on my head and then all this shit on my back grew. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Like my back never had hair before, and it's like as soon as I started losing this, it started going down. Like what?
Gravity's a bitch, Tony.
Yeah, it really it went down, right?
Okay, so you have gray hair.
Migrated down you.
Brett. Do you have any gray hair?
I have no gray hair.
That's a joke.
Yeah, right. I'm probably the greatest of anybody here, man.
Okay, show of hands. All right, ready?
Gray at 35.
All right, this
got stripes, man.
I'll give you two more. Do you have gray hair in your nose that comes out of your nose?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? This is the last one. How many of you have gray hair, a single or two or three gray hairs growing on your balls?
That's a landmark I haven't reached yet.
Yeah, I haven't checked. But
all right.
Yeah.
I'll see you when you get here.
All right.
Hey, Torrence. Hey, Torrence, I do.
Yeah, right.
No, I got one long strand of gray hair coming up my pubes. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Wait, how old are you?
Riku's like 18. He's like 18 or something.
I'm turning 32 this year.
Holy shit, you're over the hill?
Yeah.
Yo, man, you 32-bit now?
I got a couple gray hairs in my head.
Actually, you're not over the hill till 35.
Lord.
Oh man.
Well,
I'll
gray hairs are already coming in. So.
I only have one gray hair on my chest. This long motherfucker. I'm like, what is this guy doing? I got that one, and I got this other one on my like mustache that grows in. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? But I've had it for like 10 years now. But other than that, it's fine. But I think but the thing is, to be real, I'd rather have like. Gray hair, like a full head of gray hair, than no fucking hair. I like my hair. I miss it.
All your hair is gone. I've been going.
No, just in the top and shit.
I've been going Dr. Strange for.
I'm bald like Torrence. Like Torrence still got his shit in the back. You know what I'm saying, Torrence? Like we balded the same way. It's like, and it started at 27. I was good for all my life. And then all of a sudden 27, bam, gone.
Oh yeah, I started balding at 16. Damn. So
our friend Micah was like that. 16, he started fucking balding.
Right here.
I'm like, what the fuck, man? Anyway, let's start wrapping it up, man. So, Torrence,
wait. There's one question I'm going to answer. We already answered the Last of Us question. What is when I look in the forum to seeing at CES 2023?
Oh, you got some questions? CES,
not really anything, to be honest with you.
Yep.
There was a lot of talk about AI and Meta.
And that stupid Sony car.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm more interested in the camera lenses and new camera technology, to be honest with you.
And the app that can write stories for you. That's
I don't like that shit. Fuck that shit.
Fuck
man.
all that.
Yo, Torrence, I had a conversation with Jeffrey about this during the summer. It's like, yo, this shit's gonna put us out of work, man. If it gets like really like sophisticated, like I've read AI reviews. I'm like, oh my fucking god, they're gonna put me out of a job.
They had a doctor do a medical report with it, and it was 100% accurate.
Well, if you see Jake James Lugo's website start to explode, you'll know why.
Oh wow. Oh damn.
All right, now we're gonna end the show. So Torrence, thank you, and Riku, man, you already know, man. Thanks for being on.
Yeah.
Where can people find you, brother?
Hey, just at RikuSun1 on Twitter. That's all I got for you, bros.
Oh man. All right.
Riku-san, you want some ramen?
Hey man, send it my way. Yo, Torrence, we need to meet up. Yeah, come down to Dragon Con.
I made that wrong. Are you doing Dragon Con?
I might. Shit.
I was actually thinking about coming this year for Dragon Con and hooking up and breaking bread. I made some homemade ramen and I sent it to Riku's text. And he got all pissed off because he was eating like bread and cheese or something.
I was like, you motherfucker. I wanted to toss my food across the fucking room.
It had fucking Wagyu in it and everything. It was dope.
Oh, shit, damn. Yo, Torrance, remember when you sent that fucking pizza to my apartment? Like pineapple. So no. Torrance at midnight sent a fucking pizza guy to send me, and I'm living in the projects. I'm like, I'm not opening that fucking door. Are you kidding me? At this time of night? You know,
you ruined such a good joke, such a good fucking joke.
Well,
it
no,
was
you
epic.
see, that's the type of joke you don't play
Not a New
on
Yorker.
a paranoid New Yorker that lives in the fucking project,
Yeah,
man.
Tony-
No.
Tony is the unstoppable force.
That's right.
No,
man.
or then actually no, he's the immovable object.
The movable
for sure.
object. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, so
And then
unstoppable
you
force
sent
is
the
hip-hop.
Domino's pizza to his fucking place.
Ugh, I wouldn't have eaten
I
that
just
shit.
I just wanted him to get it and open it live to see that pineapple pizza, man. It would have been glorious.
I think I even got an email like your pizza. Like I didn't order that shit. You know,
I was so pissed.
I was like, I'm getting pranked right now,
This is-
bruh. No,
All
man,
right.
that good times, man. Anyway, does anybody have any to plug around here? Manny, Adam, anything?
Well, I mean, guys, if you watch the episodes while we were off of Throwdown Draws, that's all up on the on the YouTubes. They're a little long, but I put little chapters on there if you want to see the different parts of my process. So it's all waiting on there for you. If you want to see some drawing and listen to me talk for like 10 hours or speed it up, whatever. But that's all up on there. And, obviously I don't know ever when Throwdown Draws is going to come up again, but I'll let you know when that's going to happen.
Adam, what you got, man?
We did some changes over at the Coalition. So if you go to Coalition now, you'll see that it's a new
There's
logo.
a new logo.
Oh shit!
New logo. Got a new logo. And we also have another channel that's just going to be for gaming for the Coalition. We have some other live streamers coming on and a few other things that are going to happen once that gets up.
Oh shit!
That'll be Coalition Gaming. Yeah. And
What the fuck?
Yeah, I gotta see this. Oh shit, that's awesome,
Yeah,
Adam.
so,
It's all little and cursive-y and shit.
Yeah. It looks cool. It looks cool.
The Coalition.
Wow.
Yeah, so we got all kinds of plans for 2023.
Nice. Yo, by the way, Adam, so we were on a podcast, Avatar podcast with your boy Danny and shit. Manny didn't recognize him.
Dude, I haven't seen that. That's like Daniel's. That's Daniel's friend. I don't. I haven't seen that dude in like in years.
Yo,
is it Sucker
This
Daniel?
kid had a beard. The last time I didn't see this kid didn't have no beard.
Well, because
He was a
remember
skinny-
he went to the Navy for 6 years. And
Oh,
he was
okay.
stationed
I'm like,
overseas.
who's this?
And then
I'm
when
like,
it was so funny because when he came back and he's like, "Yo, I'm back. I moved to New York. What's going on?" And it's like, "Well, I'm leaving New York and Danny's leaving. Everybody was moving away." And he's like, "What the hell?" But yeah,
so like I haven't seen that kid in years. So I'm like Danny, like which Danny? Like,
It was hilarious because he's like, hey Manny, you remember me? Manny's like, yo, we used to watch wrestling together when we were kids.
well, no, it's not. I was an adult. He was a kid.
Oh,
but,
my God.
Like no, but like think about it. The last time I saw that kid was when he was a
When he
kid.
was a kid, yeah.
Like
That's so crazy.
He was like a teenager.
He showed up a few times in Harlem at the Harlem apartment. He would just come over to hang out.
But I mean, I've been
the
to
last-
that. Yeah.
The last time I saw him in person was in Miami for Daniel's wedding. Did you go to Daniel's wedding?
No, I didn't. Wasn't it?
All right, so then that was it. That was the last.
Yeah,
time
I have
saw him.
not seen him. I literally haven't seen him in
Yeah.
possibly 20 years. So
Was it at the wedding where like a fight happened? Like I know one of you.
no, that's
Oh,
not
that was the other. No, that was in New York. That was
No,
a
that was a
wedding
different
with
one.
putting the bride's face in the cake and a whole brawl. That
Puerto
was
Ricans, man.
went nuts. It ruined the whole. They just started fighting it out. People tipping over tables and shit. It was nuts.
Oh man. All right, let's start wrapping this up, man. So make sure you follow Throw It on Twitch and Twitter. Join the Discord where the conversations and the rumors are always popping. You can follow us on any podcast app on the planet. Throwdown Show. That's towards Throwdown Show. Throwdownshow.com to listen to previous episodes. And if you've been watching us on YouTube and enjoyed the content, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of when our premieres go live. Links to everything down below. Once again, I was your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I was joined by Emilio Lopez,
See you next time.
Carlos Romero,
Peace out.
Adam Vale,
And have a good weekend, everybody.
Brett Murdoch,
Deuces.
Riku Sun One, the only one,
Peace out, people.
and Torrence Davis.
See you in 6 months.
You already know. You already know. All right, people, we're back, baby. 2003. Let's get it in. Later.
Let's do it.
All right, peace out.